Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Cinemaxxers. I'm Adam alongside Joseph and Yoni. We got a great episode in store today. Some strategy involved, lots of passion involved. This is going to be our top 30 movies of the 2010s as a collaborative ranking. I'll quickly explain how it's going to go, but we thank everybody for tuning back in. We've had plenty of episodes coming out as of recent, and don't worry, they're going to keep coming. We've got plenty of topics. But today's is a fun one. How we're going to do this is we're going to spin a wheel to see who goes in the number 30 spot, the number 29 spot, and the number 28 spot. And after that, it's just going to be going down the order. We're going to alternate 30, 29, 28, and then whoever went 30th will go 27th, and so forward. So the wheel's going to decide the positions a little bit, but the general premise is that all of us are going to pitch in 10 movies to this top 30. And again, only movies from 2010 to the end of 2019. And by the end of it, you're going to see a collaborative ranking of what we believe in general as the Cinemaxers, what our top 30 movies is. But there is one caveat. All three of us get two vetoes, so six total vetoes. So let's say I put something like a Marvel movie, and obviously we know on this podcast Joseph's hatred for Marvel movies. There's a chance Joseph chimes in and vetoes it. Let's say one of them put a boring movie that I don't like.
So
I'll
just by
veto
the way,
it.
I have two 4.5s from the 2010s that are MCU, just throwing that out there.
So we have some fun moments ahead of us. So there could be some controversial vetoes. There could be some maybe putting movies that the other ones of us don't like as much down low, so they don't waste a veto. But again, plenty in store here. So we're gonna get started. Yoni, Joseph, any comments before we spin the wheel?
Yeah, this is definitely
Yeah.
like the most strategic episode we're doing. So we have to be smart about where we're picking and if we know what movies the other two people don't like. So by the end of this, I'm not expecting a perfect like 1 through 30. It'll be really mixed. And this is the first time we're doing this. So this is going to be also a little bit of an experiment and a trial. So we're really excited for this one. We think it's a good format.
Also, yeah, I mean, just to repeat again if it wasn't said, but this is not a snake draft, which is a
Yeah.
change from our other
And
draft.
one other thing that's important to mention before we spin the wheel, let's say somebody lists off a movie. I'll just go with a random one. Let's say Captain America. I don't even know if this is in the 2010s, but we'll just say Captain America. And let's say Yoni decides to veto it. That means that me, as the person who said Captain America, cannot pick it again. But if Yoni wants to put that movie higher, or Joseph, they are allowed to. The only way that a movie can not be put back on after being vetoed is by the person that chose it. And that's to try and prevent somebody picking a movie, it getting vetoed, and then that person picking it the next one. So, just so everybody knows, once a movie's vetoed, the person who got vetoed cannot put that movie back again.
Yep.
All right, so
So
let's spin the wheel. Let's have the first person chosen get the first pick, meaning they'll also get the 28th pick. Because the first person chosen is going to get the privilege of choosing the number one movie of the 2010s, barring any vetoes.
all
So,
right.
Yoni, spin the
Not
wheel.
even, this isn't really one where like I want first spin or second. I just really
I'd
was like,
like to have the number one movie of the 2010s personally,
yeah, I would like to have that also.
It'd be a shame if it got vetoed.
except that
Okay,
I can just choose a new one.
here we go.
That's true.
But yeah, I don't want to save my favorite till the last and then it gets vetoed. So it is strategy.
Oh,
Oh,
Yoni
God, it's
gets
going to be
So
number.
such a bad number one. Oh my God.
I got
All
first.
right, let's see who gets number two.
All right, so Yoni, you'll be picking 28th. Um, so honestly, at this point, I
Wait,
would
do I
rather
pick
have
30
this
or
next
28?
pick. Sorry,
Am I picking first or 28?
you're
You're
picking first
picking,
and 28th. You'll
yeah,
see.
basically you're.
We're going from the bottom up. So I'm
Okay.
picking 29th, and eventually I'll be in
All
second.
right, so that
You'll
means I have
see.
the first pick, and when I say the first pick, the first chronological pick, which is the 30th
Yeah, you'll
pick.
be the 30th pick, and you'll
So
also
it's
eventually.
Joseph,
I'll start
Adam,
off the
me.
draft.
Correct. Yes, that's how it's going to work. And you're going to eventually get the first overall pick, Yoni, by obviously how it
Okay.
ends up
All right,
working out.
nice.
All right, Joseph, start us off, the number 30 overall, and we'll see if we get any
Wait, I
early
have a question.
vetoes.
Are you allowed to veto the first overall pick?
Yeah, it just
But you
means
could
that,
just pick something.
Yoni,
If
let's
you
say,
have your vetoes remaining?
unless you have a veto, let's just say, Yoni, you save your, this is where this tough strategy comes in. Let's say you save your favorite movie until the end and it gets vetoed. It's not going to be on the list at all. So it's a lot of strategy here.
All right. Okay.
All right,
But then
Joseph.
if it gets vetoed earlier as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
All right. This is tough because I'm trying to think about like I'm obviously gonna try to avoid picking movies I think you guys will pick and try to get some of my other favorites in.
Yeah, me too.
So with the 30th pick, there's a couple routes I could go here. I think I'm gonna go with Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh my God, it's you what? You're veto baiting me. You're veto
No.
baiting me.
I mean, if you use your veto on the literal
I
30th pick,
can't do
you can
it,
do
but
that if you
oh
want.
my
But I
God, I'm
think
so
I'm going
mad.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which is from 2019. We don't have to put the year, but it is the last year of the decade.
Pulling up on
And
Letterboxd, Yoni, by the way, for all the movies. Oh,
oh,
God.
spoiler alert for Yoni's
Yeah.
highest ranked stuff of the 2010s.
All right,
Um,
Joseph, talk
this
about it.
movie is Quentin Tarantino's most recent movie because he has this stupid rule that he only wants to make 10 movies and he's made nine and he's being like a pretentious, annoying guy.
Is
But
he really doing that?
yeah,
Yeah.
he thinks like directors fall off after their 10th movie, so he only wants to make 10.
Nolan didn't. He went Oppenheimer's is
I,
long.
I I think it's a dumb rule. I think
Yeah, it's
he's
an
being
idiotic rule.
stubborn, but because
He
he
has a
said he
lot of
would do this a
weird
while ago.
things
I
that
mean,
are
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is probably his best character movie in terms of
I mean, we could just say
the
the fact
relationship
that feet are
between.
in the poster says all we need to know about Quentin Fiorentino, bro.
I mean, that's Yoni's custom poster. Blame it on him, bro.
Oh,
Um, but the relationship between Leo's character Rick Dalton and like his camaraderie and like brotherhood with Brad Pitt's Cliff Booth character, who is getting a spin-off, which I'm very excited about. It's like my third most anticipated movie of 2026. Uh, I think it's like super enjoyable just to see their dynamics. I think the dialogue is fantastic as always. Again, like I said, one of the best acted Tarantino movies, and that's a very high bar. I also think this is a movie that rewards like a second watch because at first you might not be used to the kind of super character driven, very loose type of filmmaking. But for me, this was a movie that on first watch, really when I was kind of getting into movies, it was one of the first Tarantino movies I watched. I gave it a 3.5. It kind of confused me on like what this style was. And then the second time I watched it, like a year later, after seeing so many more Tarantino movies, it became a 4.5 to me, and like it's absolutely one of my favorite movies of the 2010s, and I think this is a good pick at 30. So
hmm.
Yeah, I actually really like that you started off with that because you don't want Adam to veto it. Like I think it definitely could have a spot on this list. You
That
don't
would have
want
gotten vetoed
to
if it
veto
was
it.
like 15 or higher, but I
Yeah.
can't use it this early.
So I actually might follow in that path and do kind of a similar strategy with a movie for my next pick.
and
But
this isn't like a
it's definitely a movie
this
that
is
could like
where
be
I
on this
feel about
list.
this movie. It's probably like around I think in my all-time it's probably like the 25 to 30 range with all-time movies, but for 2010s it's definitely higher up.
And just so you
And
guys
you
know,
got to factor in
for
that.
everyone watching, we all might go about this a little bit differently. How I'm thinking about this is not what the 29th greatest movie of the 2010s is. It's my 10th favorite.
Yeah,
So
I think that's kind of what I'm thinking as well to an extent.
yeah,
But I think also
I have a
if I have
list of
my
my
fifth
top 10, and
favorite,
if I can get
if
all
my
those top
fifth
10, I would
favorite or
love it.
third favorite is
But
your
yeah, no.
favorite or one
Yeah.
of your favorites, then I'm gonna assume
Yeah.
you're
Because
gonna
we each get 10 picks, so think about it that way. But yeah, I haven't watched this movie. It's on my watch list. I've heard very bad things about it, but I'm gonna
what
come
the
into it
heck?
with an open mind,
How
unlike
have you
Pulp
heard
Fiction,
very
which
bad things about it?
this I'm gonna come into an open mind because it is my favorite actor ever. But Pulp Fiction, I just know is garbage. But we're lucky that that garbage
This is a
doesn't.
film podcast. You shouldn't be calling any movie garbage you haven't seen, but
Okay. All right.
Adam's turn.
Yoni, any comments on this movie before I move on?
No, I already said everything.
Okay. All right. For my next and my first pick, the number 29 movie, I'm gonna go with Captain America Civil War. This is one of my top 15 movies ever, and it's definitely in my top 10. Would anyone like to veto it?
give me a second. I gotta
Yeah, you
think
can
about
take your
it.
time. If you don't want this on the
This is
list, you
hard
can use
because
one of yours.
like this being in the top 30 movies of the 2010s is like
It's a top eight movie, top seven maybe.
I'm not gonna veto
you,
it. I mean, I do really like the movie
you
like a
can
lot.
have it, man.
All right.
I'll save
All
it.
right,
You
let's
can
pull
have
up Captain America Civil War. We've talked about it a lot, so we're only going to go over it briefly. That'll be a theme you'll see of a lot of these movies. We'll still talk about it for a bit because not everyone has watched every episode. But Captain America Civil War is my favorite Marvel movie ever, and I needed a Marvel movie in this. I know this is what probably the lowest I could get away with. It has the best dynamics out of any Marvel movie. It has some of the coolest fight scenes at the airport scene, and obviously the final scene. And it has the second best villain in all of Marvel, in Zemo, only behind Thanos. But in my opinion, Zemo, for the time he was there, is the best pound for pound villain. But obviously Thanos is Thanos. So, yeah,
Dr.
just an
Doom.
unbelievable film. I couldn't talk enough about this movie. Just so well done, and what a villain. Anything?
I mean, I think we've talked about this film at length. I mean, you have your opinion on this as a Marvel movie.
Yeah, this is a
You're
five-star movie.
obviously a bigger Marvel fan than either of us, particularly me. I don't even think
I,
this is
I'm
one of my
I, I'm a
favorite
huge
Marvel
Marvel
movies.
fan. I really am a huge Marvel fan.
This isn't like it, it's not that having a Marvel movie on this list because if you said
Infinity
there's probably
War
two others that I'd be like happy with on this list if you
or
said them.
Guardians, of course.
Yeah, but like it's just that I don't think Civil War is a top tier Marvel movie, so it is what it is.
Now,
But
can I
it's
ask
too
you a
low for me
question?
to
Because
veto.
I was thinking about choosing this one, but I thought I would get vetoed. Would you guys have vetoed Spider-Man Far From Home, Gyllenhaal?
Yes,
Yes.
I was just wondering because I thought that would get vetoed. All right.
Actually, I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't have vetoed
I would
it,
have
even
vetoed
though it
that
shouldn't be
because
on the
that's
list, but
like
because I knew
borderline not
Joseph
even a good
would.
movie.
All right.
I probably wouldn't have vetoed it, but I would be really mad with it on the list. But I wouldn't waste a veto
Yoni,
button.
do you have any thoughts?
What's that?
Do you have any thoughts on this movie? Or...
No, we've talked about it a lot.
Now, can I say one thing? And I just thought of this because I realized this could kind of ruin the premise of the and this can be a discussion we get out with camera. So we'll definitely keep this in. Could theoretically, what like can we ban one of us picking a movie that like all of us despise just to veto bait? Like if I picked Wonder Woman or something like
Yes,
that, and
you
then
Yeah,
have to
obviously
have
it
it
would
like
force you to waste the veto. But because I was never going to pick it in the first place, can we ban that type of
I
pick?
agree that no
yeah,
matter what, it should have to be. I don't know if everyone has enough four and a
It should
half,
have to be
but
top 30 worthy.
easily four or higher, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
It has to be a
you have to
four
have it a
star
four
or
or higher
higher
on
on
your
your
letter.
letterbox. Like if you
Yeah.
genuinely have it as a 4 star or higher,
Yeah,
you should be able to pick
I
it.
just wanted to set that boundary because I was thinking of doing that and picking some garbage movie to veto bait, but I felt like that
Yeah,
would
yeah, yeah.
ruin the.
Okay, so I wouldn't. I would kind of say this is a little bit veto bait, but I really do think that this movie should be on the list,
I know what you're gonna say, and I'm insta.
and I
Don't say
will
it. Don't say
I'm
it.
gonna take Arrival.
Veto, veto, delete it.
I just want it on the
Veto,
list
delete it.
so
We're not saying
bad.
it. There's one of my vetoes gone. I don't. I wrote this down on my phone. If anyone picks Arrival, insta veto. That was literally on my phone. So that's vetoed.
I
Choose a new
mean,
movie.
we won't talk about this movie at
No,
length
we're not
because we
talking about
had
it.
a
Choose
whole,
a
but
new movie.
what I will say is I agree with Yoni that I
It's a
would
garbage movie and
leave it on
belongs
this
nowhere near this
list.
list.
And you guys should all
Joseph,
shame
It
Adam
belongs
want
nowhere
it on
near
the
this list.
list,
Please
right?
don't waste your
Huh?
time. Do not waste your
You
time.
wanted it on the list, right?
I would have it probably would have been made my top like 40. I didn't have it as
Belongs
Okay,
number
nowhere
ones
near
written
this list.
down,
It's a
but
two-star film. Pick a
well,
different
actually,
movie.
when I say that, like, because this is only like I'm only listing my 10 or 15 on like my notes because I only have 10
hmm
picks. If it was like,
Okay.
it's definitely my top 25 of the 20.
Um,
You can keep a veto tally at the bottom of the doc if you want. It's up to you.
so what should I do? Like Adam, one remaining.
Yeah. Yoni too. Yeah.
It'll all be deleted by the end, but
Yeah.
okay, I gotta think about this. I'm gonna pick Phantom Thread.
God, it's
Maybe
so
it,
bad.
and maybe it's low,
Guys, we're ruining our list with these movies.
but
That seems a bit early,
by
Yoni.
your
Once
reaction.
Upon a Time in Hollywood and Phantom Thread.
Well, no, dude, I'm only like questioning it because I think to me it's a bit of an early pick.
And veto it and pick it later.
It's not too much of like I probably would have picked it like 20th or something.
I
Like
just have 10. So I have a 2010s like list. And for me, it's number 12 on my list. And I have a bunch of movies that I know both of you guys would definitely pick. So I'm kind of trying to get the movies that are like 12, 11 through like 20 on my list.
let me say one thing though before you finish. Like Adam, would you veto this movie that you haven't even seen?
No,
If
that's why I haven't seen it. That's why I was
are
just
you
pissed that he
Gar
picked it
do you
because I've
promise you're
heard
not
it's
going to
so
veto this
slow and
movie?
boring.
Who have you don't know a single
You're
person who's
telling me
watched this
this movie
movie.
isn't slow.
By your standards, maybe.
By anyone that
You say
watches
I've
this
heard it's so slow
podcast
and boring.
standards.
You don't know a single person who's seen this movie besides me and Yoni. It's a
No.
Yeah,
fact.
I don't know anyone else that's seen this movie besides a
Like this
besides
is a popular
no
movie
one.
among like the cinephile circle, but that's like not people
Exactly.
you encounter in real life. You know what I'm saying? You don't know
Si-
anyone who's seen this movie. My point is, like if I vetoed this, are you gonna veto this
Bro,
later?
it's about a dressmaker, bro.
It's the
No,
best.
I won't veto it later if you get one of yours out of the way, because I'm
I'm gonna
fine if you
veto
put it
this
higher.
actually because I
All
think it
right,
should be
veto it.
higher up,
Yeah,
and
I'll
I
give you
think
my
it's a
word. I
good
won't
pick. But
veto it
I want
later.
this. I know that Adam's not gonna veto it because he
I
hasn't
give
seen
my
it,
word.
so
I
I
won't
want it
veto it
higher
later
up.
because I'm saving my last veto for Yoni's number one because I don't want him sneaking some BS in there. I probably won't use one for the
That
rest of
might
it.
have been a waste of a veto, to be honest, but I want to sneak some other stuff in.
Yoni double veto.
Okay, I did not expect that to get vetoed. Wow. Okay, so now I have a lot of power here. I can kind of place what I want because you two are on your last veto. Um,
Don't worry, you'll be vetoing very soon, Yoni.
I'm gonna put I'm gonna put Uncut Gems.
What even?
I'm fine with
I've
that.
heard that
Not
name,
my
but I don't
favorite
even know
movie, but
really
I
what
think
this
it's
movie
good.
is.
This is Adam, you haven't seen it?
I'd never really heard of it, so I'm not even gonna
Okay, I
hate.
would put this on your watch list. This
You have it
movie
at
is
forced.
basically about Adam Sandler, who is he's like a New York City jeweler, and he basically it's a movie that it shows his obsession with sports gambling and how it can affect and how it affects him. And it's a very similar movie to Marty Supreme, where it's a very like intense, uncomfortable movie. I think Marty Supreme at times is more intense and
Marty
uncomfortable,
Supreme's not a good movie.
but this is
It's a very good
it's
movie.
a really, really fun watch. And if you love Adam Sandler in particular, which I'm sure you do, it's
Yeah.
really fun to watch him in this role. And it has like Kevin Garnett's in it. It's like there are sports gambling scenes. It's a really fun movie.
Yeah. I think it's Sandler's all-time best performance. I
I
think there's some
maybe
parts of it I
Murder
maybe
wasn't
like
crazy
mystery.
about,
Murder
but
Breakfast Club
mystery.
Club,
Murder
maybe.
hey,
mystery.
no.
Yes.
Um, I think I have this movie at 3.5. I think it's a pretty good movie. I also think I watched it on a plane, which I never think that watching something on the plane as a first time watch is ideal. So I think I'm gonna give it a rewatch at some point, but I do like the movie, so I'm not gonna complain about this pick,
Yeah.
especially because it's like
God,
I
kind of
really
whoever made
wanted it
this
on this
poster is
list.
so shameless for throwing an A24 chain on him. That is the most shameless plug I've ever seen for a poster.
it's not an
Adam, you'll like
A24
this movie a
chain.
lot.
It's just the logo at the bottom. You
I'm
can see
pretty
his
sure
chain.
that's as a
No, it's
chain.
not. You
Is
can
it?
see his chain goes down lower.
Oh, I'm tripping. My bad.
You'll like the movie a lot. I would
All right, I'll
put
put
it
I
it
at
don't
a
on
know.
there.
You
very
didn't like
special
Marty
note.
Supreme. I think they're
Marty
pretty
Supreme
similar
is
in a lot
not
of
good.
ways.
Marty
All
Supreme
right, Joseph, you're
All
is
on.
right.
good.
This one I think could get vetoed, but I'm gonna put it on here because it genuinely is on my list.
Pick
I
me.
just think that again, I'm gonna try to get it low. I'm going with Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh,
I'm not vetoing it.
never will.
I think we had a discussion on this. You said it's
Wait, is
one of
this
his more
same as
overrated
Furiosa
movies.
or no?
No, it's a different movie, but it's also both of them are bangers that I have at 4.5. But Furiosa came out in the 2020s, so wow, Yoda 2.5. Jeez. Fury Road is probably the best like straight up action movie of all
You're not
time, in my
vetoing a two and a
opinion.
half, Yoni? That's
Well,
there's
go
no, he's
scroll
not
down.
gonna put.
Look at the average rating because this would be a
I'm
crazy
telling you,
take
no
home.
one's gonna have lower than a two and a half, Yoni. I'm shocked you're not vetoing this.
I'm not vetoing it.
Um, I think the
I'm really
set
fine with
pieces
it
in
on the
this are
list
incredible. I
because
think I know
I'm
people
really fine with it
criticize.
on the list because it's such good action. I just like that's it for me.
I know people criticize or who don't like the movie criticize the character dynamics or think they're like bland. I kind of disagree with that. I think a lot of it is like again, I think I said this last time, but like show not tell. And I just think it's one of the most like enjoyable movies from an action perspective, but I also do think there is like a good amount of commentary on this film about like you have to watch the film, but about kind of like class dynamics and environmentalism as well, like certain aspects which are interesting. So yeah, I'm putting it on this list.
Yeah,
Okay.
to me, it was just kind of like mindless action, as I've described in the past. I might veto this. I don't know. I don't even think it's the
Bro,
best.
no one's gonna pick anything that's two and a half or below besides my next pick for
But
you.
it's also I have it at 20. What if you pick something that he thinks is 3.5 at like 10?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
I might just save this because like this is a movie that I can definitely see making the top 30. It's just one that I'm like in a huge minority here where I don't like it. I'm gonna keep it. It also like it's kind of one of those movies where I have warranted for a rewatch just because like I don't know, I wasn't 100% in the right mind space to watch this. I remember I was really, really tired at night.
It's
But
it's it's good that you saved your veto because I'm up next.
also I do know that Adam might have some like ridiculous picks that I'm just gonna
Oh, I
have.
know exactly what I'm picking next, and
All right,
it's don't even
let's
try
see.
and veto this. I'm going with Minions 1, and
You
I'm
veto.
I'm
You know, you Yoni, you
I'm
said
dead
I need one.
serious.
Nah, Joseph, you do it.
Please leave it. Please leave it. I'm serious. Like this is a good
Yoni,
movie, and let me
the
explain why.
only reason I'm
Just let
you're
me
telling me
explain why
that
before
you're
you veto, please.
no, this is getting vetoed. It's
This
just whether
stands
I
for
veto it or
Despicable Me
Yoni vetoes
1,
it.
2, 3. I don't know if all these are 2010s movies, but this stands for all of those
You know
for
what,
me.
Yoni? I will veto this because you didn't veto Fury Road. I will
Why?
veto this.
This stands for all of the
Next.
Don't even have a conversation. That's a bad
Yeah.
movie.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say a quick thing, just because you said a quick thing about Arrival. The quickest thing about this, please, if you like Despicable Me and you haven't watched Minions, watch Minions. It's better.
It's
No,
Um,
worse.
it's
It's
not.
far worse.
It's literally talking about mindless nothingness.
if you like the cuteness of the Minions, watch Minions. It's one of my most underrated movies ever. All right, I'm gonna go with something. Yeah, I'm gonna
How is
go
that
Wolf.
not
I'm gonna
how
go
is
Wolf
that
of Wall
not bait?
Street.
Oh, it's low.
If
It's
it's
low, but
low, it's
I
low for
can't
you.
veto.
For me, this is exactly where it belongs.
That's
That's
really
so
low.
low.
It's like it's top five.
No, for me, it's
Oh,
about my 10th favorite. So
oh, that's so low.
I have Wolf of Wall Street here.
I shouldn't have used the veto on Phantom Thread. That was dumb. But now I have leverage. I can just use it later and it's not gonna get vetoed.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, that's so low for Wolf of Wall Street.
Put it up
Come
there. It's a
on.
great movie, and
It
it's this is
is.
where
It's
it
so
belongs.
good.
I
I
don't think
feel
we
like
talked about Wolf of Wall Street on this
We
podcast
haven't
yet,
because we
so let's
I
haven't
have a
feel like I
discussed
have
discussion.
to
it.
veto that, but
Are
I
you
don't want to.
serious?
It's so low.
26 is top. That's pretty much.
But it's top five.
It should be
No, it's
at
not.
least
It's
top
not
10.
top five.
I mean, you basically the fact that you were like Minions, maybe Wolf of Wall Street, maybe like you think Minions and Wolf of Wall Street are on a similar
Yes,
level.
they're
All
similar. They're
right.
not. They're not the same. Sorry. I have Wolf of Wall Street in like my top 30 ever, and I have Minions in like my 80 spot. But Minions was to
How
stand
is
for.
Minions not veto bait?
It's not. I have it a 4 star, and I have it over Ensemble, which you're gonna pick later,
I'm
and No
vetoing
Country
Wolf of
for Old
Wall
Men, but
Street.
that's not
Wolf of
2010.
No
Wall
Country
Street's
for
been
Old Men
vetoed.
is not.
I
It's too
know.
low.
Are you seriously vetoing that? You're
Yeah.
wasting
So
one of your two
pretty
vetoes
much
on Wolf of Wall Street.
we've used four vetoes in the first five picks. Okay.
This is insane. All right, Yoni, take one of your vetoes off.
Okay.
All right. Like
Minions 2 incoming.
I'm not
It's
gonna.
not that wasn't 2010s.
Rise of Gru was actually Rise of Gru. I think was
Rise of Gru
2019.
was 21, I think.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Rogue One.
I'm
That's
not mad at
full.
that at all.
I think it's a good movie.
I'm not mad at that at
I
all.
think I need Star Wars on
It's
this
too
list,
high,
and
but
this
I'm
is
not
the only
vetoing.
chance I have of keeping it.
You don't want to put Last Jedi on the list?
So Rogue One for me is the third greatest Star Wars movie ever, only behind Revenge of the Sith, the greatest ever, and then Empire Strikes Back. For me, it's like tier one, Revenge of the Sith, tier two, Empire Strikes Back, Rogue One,
I
and
agree, but that's third, by the way.
Rogue One, um, for me has obviously you can just see by that poster one of the coolest scenes ever to end it. I mean, it just leaves you like stunned. But it's mainly just about this stands for Andor as well. I don't care. This isn't a show podcast. Just how good and
Don't spoil
how
Andor, though.
what?
Yeah,
Don't
do
spoil
not spoil
Andor.
Andor.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Just how much sacrifice it took to take down the Death Star, and you can watch Rogue One. You don't even have to watch Andor to know that's like what the premise of Andor Rogue One is. Just how much sacrifice it took to take down the Death Star and the character dynamics. Now, I'll say Jin's not a great character in the sense that you don't really care about her. You care about her a bit, but like she doesn't have like a that much. But Cassian, especially after you watch Andor. Um, like I just think it's such a great Star Wars movie, and I think Disney did a great thing with this. And it's very rare they did a good thing with Star Wars, but I need Star Wars on this list, so I had to go with Rogue One.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with that pick. I was considering taking it. I knew that maybe we'd come back and you would take it.
Yeah.
It's like probably my third or fourth favorite Star Wars movie. It's my dad's favorite, which is
Really?
like pretty surprising as you know, like he kind of grew up with Star Wars and this is his favorite movie. His favorite Star Wars stuff is this and Andor by like a country
Yeah.
mile.
Yeah.
And I didn't find myself caring for these characters as much
Yeah.
as
That's fair.
most people, but it really is a great movie. I have it as a 4 star. Like I'm a big fan of
Yeah.
Rogue
I have it four
Yeah,
down.
I agree. 4 stars. I think it's the third best behind the first two Star Wars movies, as in the original two,
Are
not
you kidding?
episode
You have a
one.
New Hope over Revenge of the Sith.
Yes.
Yes, easily.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith is a 3.5 star. We've been over this.
Revenge of the Sith
I
is
would put Revenge of the
three
Sith
star.
probably fifth or fourth, but
Revenge of the Sith is fifth for me.
it's fifth or fourth. But
I just don't, when it comes to Star Wars, listen to me, not them.
listen, I don't agree with the placement in the sense that I don't think it's nearly this high. I think it's probably like if we
But
were
you got
doing,
no vetoes left, buddy.
yeah. Well, also I would probably wouldn't veto this anyways because I think it's a good movie, and you have some pretty bad takes as well. So.
I don't.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, I actually think I'm actually really fine with that pick. Is it back to me?
Yeah.
All right, give me a second. Oh, what do I want to do with here?
You pretty much have infinite power because I already told you I'm saving my last veto for your
Yep.
first overall pick.
Yep.
Pretty much everyone from here on out does because Yoni, I doubt you're going to veto until later.
Okay. This is not this is not me like joking around here. This is my actual opinion. I'm
I
going
swear.
Interstellar. I have it on my list as the 22nd
Veto.
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 I mean, this guarantees he
This is
can pick.
Interstellar is officially the number two movie. You can slot it in already because
Well,
neither of you
wait,
can
just
veto
wait.
it.
But we know it's gonna be, but wait like, until later. But
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
Yoni can't veto it at number two, right? That's
it's
fair.
like it's
he cannot
22nd on my 2010s list,
actually.
and
Yoni has
yeah,
one
this is where I
veto.
would put it on our list.
All
But
right,
yeah,
get rid of my last veto. Just do it.
Yoni does have one veto. He could, but I wouldn't want him to veto
Wait,
that.
could Joseph theoretically put it?
yeah.
Yeah,
Joseph.
I could, but it's also like
Joseph.
it depends. We'll see. We'll get to that point. It depends on if you either like if what depends on what you pick. You know what I'm saying? If I can get some of my other picks off, we'll see.
Okay. I have now as much power as I want. I'm just trying to really think of best pick available at this point. And I'll go. I really want to put Infinity War. I'm gonna put Infinity War 25th.
Okay, I'm chill with that.
Another 4.5 star
I'm
makes the
definitely chill
list.
with that. I don't know if
Talked
we have
about
to talk
Infinity
about
War a
this.
lot, but the hype going into this, into the movie theaters was insane. Like opening day watching this, it was ridiculous. This was such like a it's so such an event and it was such a culmination of so many movies. And then of course Endgame was like that also,
Yeah.
which may or may not make this list. Uh,
What?
actually,
Endgame's not making this list. What?
I'm
Unless Ioni's, I'm not picking this
There's
shit.
no way you're gonna pick Endgame higher than this.
no, 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 no. Would I be able to take this pick back and replace it with
No, once you make the
No.
pick, it's made.
Okay, because I would want this higher than Endgame, but I actually do think Endgame could have a spot on this list, like genuinely.
Dude.
Just for that last act. I can't replace it.
Nope.
Nah.
All right.
You
Endgame might
should
be going a bit higher
do
then.
the moral thing and just leave Endgame off because you cannot put Endgame over Infinity. I mean, you could, but like, don't do it,
I
man.
think that there's an argument. But
Is
anyways,
there?
Infinity War is my pick here.
Yep.
What a movie. I mean, we've talked about it a lot.
Great movie. We can move on. like it's just
Yeah.
this is just a great movie.
Okay. I don't know if I mean Yoni is has his veto, which he's not going to use. I don't know if I should go with something that I want or that I don't know if it would make the list though.
You're
I'm
gonna
just
pick
gonna go.
Guardians
I'm
here.
gonna go with The Martian.
I
I don't love
watched it on
Lost
a
at all.
plane, half asleep, so I don't have any comments on it. I didn't even log it on Letterboxd.
I
I
think The
don't.
Martian is a great movie.
Uh, I'm not gonna veto it, but I'm not like a huge Martian fan.
I
Don't
didn't
talk
know
about
this
it too
movie
much
was
because basically I
pretty
haven't
good.
watched it.
You give it a 4.
If
Yeah,
I,
I don't think it should be on this list.
I mean, I think it's like
bro, you
one
didn't
of the
veto a
kind
two
of
and a half of yours.
classic sci-fi movies that's been made in the last 20 years. I think Matt Damon probably gives his second best performance of all time besides Good Will Hunting
It's
in
not
this.
even his best space performance.
So he's the main character in
He's
this, and
better
he's
as
in
Dr.
Interstellar
Man.
for 10
You
He's
said
minutes.
you didn't
better at
remember
Dr. Man.
this movie.
I don't, but I know he was unreal as Dr. Man.
Yeah, he
I mean, he
wasn't that.
rightfully got
Wasn't that
nominated
special.
for Best Actor from this performance. I think he could have. There's so many ways that a sci-fi movie can take the lead and just make them a generic like astronaut. And I think Matt Damon does such a great job of giving his character like complexity and making you feel like his emotions as well. So I do think it's very underrated in terms of strictly his performance. I also think I like a lot of how this movie's science actually works in real life. Obviously, there are some things that are stretches or aren't fully scientifically accurate, but for the most part, this movie is based off Andy Weir's book, The Martian, which is pretty scientifically accurate, especially in comparison to other sci-fi movies. So I like how everything in this movie is pretty realistic too, to how it would happen if something like The Martian happened. So I'm
Yeah,
going with it here.
I wouldn't have this on the list, but I'm not gonna veto it. Like I'm like kind of content with it.
Yeah,
It's kind of how I feel about like Rogue One.
Yeah.
that's fair. All right, I'm gonna dip into another one of my 5 stars, the second one, and I'm gonna go with Shutter Island here. I think this is Scorsese's best. Um, you again, you can laugh, Joseph. That's my full-hearted opinion.
You've seen like 4 movies from Scorsese.
And I'm
I mean,
still
of the
saying this
best that
is
you've
Scorsese's
seen,
best.
that you
So this is Scorsese's best.
that you
This is one of Leo's best performances. So good, and I'm not going to say anything about it because if you want to watch this movie, go in blind. We're not going to say anything about it. Um, but just so you know, the general premise is about um, a former soldier turned U.S. Marshal, and he visits with his partner to a basically kind of like an Arkham Asylum type vibe, like a mental hospital on an island. And he starts investigating something going on, and it just has an amazing movie or has an amazing
Don't
cast.
even.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah, I did. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's just great all around. And no movie has quite left me the way that this movie has left me, and that's why it's a 5 star for me. Besides maybe
Yeah.
like a Schindler's List,
As the movie moves forward and Leo's character kind of learns more about
The Island, yeah.
the island, the movie kind of builds upon itself, and it's
Yeah.
really good. I have it
it
as
is
a
a very
four
good
with
movie.
heart. I don't think that this is like top six Scorsese, and this is a great movie.
Probably have it fifth or
Well, I've
sixth.
seen far more Scorsese movies than you, Adam. I think I've seen more than Joseph also. He's my most watched director by a lot, so I feel like I have the right to say that.
No.
And it's a great movie. I'm pretty happy with this spot though. I think it could be
Yeah,
on
no,
the
I knew I wouldn't get it much higher than this. That's why I dipped into the 5 stars.
Okay.
Yeah. Joseph, anything?
I mean, I kind of agree with Yoni on this. I think it's a very good movie. I don't know if I would agree with what you said about it being Scorsese's best. Definitely I wouldn't, but I do think it's very good. And I think I don't know if I would have had it on the list, but it's one of those movies where I'm not going to complain about it being on the list, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's very good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So unfortunately, I would probably have I do think Endgame could have a spot on this list. I don't think I'm going to pick it moving forward. I wish I picked Endgame at 25 just because of that last act and how epic it was in theaters. And I think with my next pick, um, this is tough because I have this a lot higher actually.
Yeah, I kind of regret picking Shutter Island because I should have went to my 4.5 stars because you're gonna beat.
Hmm.
I regret my strategy here.
I'll go, and this is going to be lower than both of you, but this is exactly where I have it on my 2010s list. I'm going to go La La Land.
I'm fine with that.
I mean, you just stole one of my 5 stars, but
I'm fine with it because I didn't want to have to pick it in the sense that I was hoping one of you would pick it so that I could pick other things because I know both of you like
La
this.
La
And
Land fully deserved.
At the time that I watched this movie, I didn't really love it. I kind of thought I was like in a phase where I didn't think musicals could really be like great movies. But now that I've also watched more of both Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone's filmography, the more I enjoy this movie. I have it as a 4. I'm a little bit lower on it than most people, but I've only seen it once. No, but this really is a great movie. I really enjoyed the chemistry that these two have, and I think the music's pretty good. I think the cinematography is very good. I really like the story. Yeah, I'm gonna go La La Land.
Yeah. This is one of my 5 star movies. This movie just kills you. At least for me, it killed me. Um, and it's just so beautiful, visually stunning. That's one of my main favorite parts about movies, just how visually stunning they are. And
you have
I
Civil
mean,
War at 5 though,
Civil Wars. What do you mean at 5?
at a
That's a
5-star
five-star.
movie, and it looks
Yeah,
terrible.
it looks beautiful. What are you
No, it
talking
does
about?
not.
Also,
It's like the
Civil War.
biggest
Civil War
criticism of
relies
the
on the plot
movie.
and the villain. I said it's one of my favorite parts.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, La La Land visually stunning. They use color so well. I saw one of those graphs where it like shows the color throughout the movie, and there's so many different ones. It's amazing. And yeah, great movie.
Yeah, I also want to say this about this movie because I think a lot of people, and I'm not saying this applies to you guys necessarily, but will watch this movie as a musical and be like, "Oh, this is a musical. I like this musical." But then they don't listen to other musical movies. I think for me, that is partially true, but one thing I would recommend for people out there and even you guys who haven't seen this is to watch Singing in the Rain from like 1952
I'll watch
because
it.
have you watched it, Yoni?
1952.
No, I said I'll watch it soon. Adam, it's
I don't
not
know why you're
that.
laughing. This
19. Bro
movie
wants me to watch something
directly
from the Stone
This movie direct
Ages.
it's first of all it's in color. And look the color looks amazing in that movie. If you talk about color, that color in that movie looks amazing and La La Land is directly inspired by that movie, especially the last part of La La Land where they're kind of like imagining, I don't know what you call it
Yeah, I know
exactly in the
what you
film.
mean. Yeah,
That's
wordplay.
directly inspired from Singing in the Rain. I don't think Singing in the Rain is necessarily as good as La La Land because I think some of the characters are more caricatures than developed characters, but I think it's a very good movie and if we were doing like a obviously like a I don't know, we wouldn't do a 1950s decade list, but we would if we did like pre-1970s, pre-1980s, I would definitely pick that as one
Yeah,
of mine.
Nice.
great pick.
Okay.
All right,
All right.
Boney.
So here I'm
Or sorry,
actually
Joseph.
gonna
My bad.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick a movie I have at 5 stars, even though I plan on picking 4.5 later
That's what I
because
did with Shutter Island.
I know neither of you guys, I think you Adam hasn't seen this and Yoni saw this in like a while ago and he was whatever on this. So I'm gonna respect the fact that you guys either haven't seen it or don't love it. I'm gonna only pick Inside Llewyn Davis at 21, even though I personally
This
would
would be
have.
the fattest veto of my life
Why? You haven't seen it.
because I've heard it's so slow.
No, you haven't.
Everyone on
You
TikTok says it's slow.
you've never seen anyone
I
talk about
looked it up
Inside
after
Llewyn
you
Davis.
raved about it. Everyone on TikTok said
Okay.
it's
I
insanely
guarantee
slow.
the first 5 reviews were saying how it's a masterpiece.
TikTok should not be a reliable
Oh, it's
source.
100% a reliable source. The edits, looking up edits after you watch a movie is one of the best things of all time.
Again,
It's so
this just shows how people's brain is rotted that
I
instead of
guess my
thinking of the
brain's rotted because
movie,
I want to watch a cool edit about a movie now. I
like
guess.
kind of, yeah, like
I
to an
guess my
extent. If
brain's
you
rotted,
judge the movie,
guys.
if you judge
You'll
the
drop
movie
in the
by how
comments if
cool
my brain is
if you
rotted because I
judge the
like
movie
watching
by how
TikTok
cool the
edits.
edit is and not the movie itself, yeah. If you judge a Phantom Menace by the edit of Duel of the Fates, not the 2.5 hour movie,
Yeah.
yeah, I think your
Yeah,
brain is a
for sure.
little
My
rotted.
brain's rotted. Not like Yoni gave this a 3 because it was garbage.
A 3 is not garbage. A 3 is a good movie. It's not a
Yeah,
garbage
so
movie.
I've talked about this movie before. I will just
Yoni,
talk about it
please veto
briefly.
this. I'm
I'm
begging
not
you.
vetoing it. No.
Um, this is one of the like an incredible character study and an incredibly just real movie about like the struggles of an everyday person, I think. And I think it uses the setting of 1960s Greenwich Village, which is obviously in New York. I think that's an amazing setting. I think aside from Oscar Isaac, who gives one of my favorite performances of all time in this film, there's other great performances, even though he's clearly like he's by far the main character. So not there's not a other person who has like a significant amount of screen time in comparison, but everyone else is really good as well, like Carey Mulligan, F. Murray Abraham, for example. But yeah, this is I would have this higher honestly, but I'm just respecting the fact that either Yoni watched it a while ago and didn't love it, but he's planning on giving it a rewatch, or Adam hasn't seen it. So
Yeah, the reason I'm not vetoing this is because A, when I watched it, I thought it was a good movie. Like a 3 star is a good movie for me. And also, I don't really remember it that well, and I need to rewatch it. So I'm not gonna just like hate on it for no reason when I had overall positive thoughts on it. Um,
All right. Um, I'm going with Mr. Peabody and Sherman, my favorite animated movie ever.
oh,
That's my favorite animated movie ever. I've been a four and
It's
it's
not
oh,
not.
that good. I mean,
For me, it just
oh.
hits so hard. It's my favorite animated movie
but it's
ever.
also, I
It is.
understand.
It's my
So I
favorite
don't,
animated
I
movie
don't know if
ever.
I would be vetoing this, but like look at the movies below this and then say Mr. Peabody and Sherman is better.
Yes, 100. I don't think it's as good as Shutter Island, but at the same time, I made a mistake by dipping into 5 stars too early. Now, if you
Oh,
guys
I'm really
want, I'll
struggling
do one
here.
thing. I'll do one thing if this gives it a chance to keep it on, Yoni. I'll switch Shutter Island in it.
I don't think we, I mean,
No,
I
you
don't know if
can't
that's
do that.
allowed.
All
I'm
right, well then
leaning
put Mr.
not, I'm
Peabody and
leaning
Sherman down.
not,
This is a
I'm
top 20
leaning.
movie of the day. This movie is the greatest animated movie ever.
Not even
Ever.
close, dude. It's not a top
This is the
25
greatest
animated.
animated movie
It's
ever.
not a top 25 animated
This is the
movie.
greatest
It's
animated
not a
movie
top
ever.
50
You,
animated
I'll
movie.
rattle off Fantastic Mr. Fox, Isle of Dogs,
No,
Ratatouille,
no,
Finding Nemo,
no,
Monsters Inc.,
no,
Monsters University,
no,
Toy Story
no,
1, 2,
no,
3,
no.
Spider-Verse,
I
Incredibles
keep
Spider-Verse,
saying
1,
no, none of these are right.
Coraline,
In Mr.
Spider-Verse,
Peabody and Sherman,
Spider-Verse 1 and 2.
no,
Spider-Verse 3 coming up soon.
Mr. Peabody and Sherman is the greatest animated movie ever. Put
How
it
the
down.
Grinch Stole Christmas.
Yoni, put it down.
I'm not vetoing it, but oh, that's such
Thank
a
you.
I
bad
want
like favorite
All
animated
right,
everyone
go
who's
to
movie.
seeing this
Letterbox now.
list, hopefully anyone who sees this and just like skips to the end and
Go-
looks at the list can just tell who picked this. Because
Okay.
I think they hopefully by now they know that me and Yoni are sophisticated enough that we would not pick Mr. Peabody and Sherman with the
It's an
20th
amazing
best
movie.
movie of the.
So, Mr. Peabody and Sherman is such a
Scroll
dynamic
down.
movie.
I'm actually curious. 3, 4. I mean, I'm
Can you
not saying
change
that's
can you
I
change the
don't think it's
poster to my
bad, but
poster?
I don't
Can
think
you
it's
change the
bad, but
poster?
don't
it's
change
just
the
such
poster.
Can
It
you
crazy
doesn't
change the
matter.
poster to
choice.
my
The
poster, please?
poster doesn't matter that
It
much, bro.
matters to me.
What's
It's the one. It's yeah. One more to the right. One more to the right. The one with him at the window. Yeah, that.
now?
Wow.
This is so much
I
better.
like that poster
No,
better, the one that Yoni is doing.
no.
Yeah.
For me, the movie is not about the way back. It's not about history. It's about Sherman and Mr. Peabody. And it's the way back's amazing. I love the history part of it. That's why it's a 4.5. It'd be a 4 if it was just the character dynamic between them. It really elevates it to the elite tier to me. But the core of this movie is the relationship between Peabody, a dog who can talk and is a genius. He was a valedictorian at Harvard,
He's
and
just grown up Brian Griffin, dude. It's like,
and then Sherman, who's a kid who was left on the street. Mr. Peabody adopts him, teaches him how to be a genius. He has the love interest with Penny. It's such a. I've watched this movie probably 5, 6 times in my life, and I plan on watching it more. This is my Mr. Fantastic Fox for Joseph. It's my comfort movie. It's not my favorite movie ever. It's not a 5 star, but I watch this when I want to throw on a comfort movie. Um, if you
well,
have not
I don't
watched
know if you
this
can
and
compare
you
the
want
two.
it,
Fantastic
if,
Mr. Fox is like an auteur film from
if
Wes
you have not
Anderson.
watched this and you want to throw on a film that's not that serious, I recommend throwing this one on. It's not too long either, I'm pretty sure. You can scroll down and see. But yeah, 92 minutes, just an hour and a half. I recommend throwing this on if you have a limited amount of time and you don't want to throw in a serious movie. This is amazing, 4.5 stars. Yeah, definitely deserve it of top 20.
I don't
Okay.
know. I just felt it was a generic kids movie, to be honest.
Not at all.
But
Yeah.
at the
I
end
don't
of
think
the
this is
day,
top
I actually
50
kind of
animated movie
appreciate the way
ever,
you
but
explain why you like this movie, in the sense that you're not necessarily saying this is the
Oh, yeah, but
20th
this
best
is not
movie.
technically
You're
brilliant.
saying it's your, which I can respect that to an extent, right?
And whoever
Um,
the voice actor for Peabody is insane, by the way. I don't know who he is. It might be
isn't it Ty Burrell?
either Ty or Mac.
Insane. I don't know about insane. I mean, the
He's a
dad from
baby.
Modern Family being like insane at voice acting.
um
So yeah, Tony.
Yeah.
I think Tony's up, or is it?
yeah, no, I'm up.
That's the equivalent of like on the list of ours. If you look at like it's the equivalent of on the World Series list, like the 2017 Astros, like the clear asterisk on the
It's
list.
not. That's Jake. This is the only
So
controversial one I really have left. The rest you won't even hate. So Yoni, thanks for not vetoing.
I'm gonna go with a movie here that is a little bit higher than one I want to pick, but the one that I want to pick, I know is gonna go higher because of you two, and I'm really okay with it. Oh, do I want to get this higher though?
Then pick it. We can't veto it.
I know.
I think I know what he's gonna say. Wait, hold up. Before you say it, give me 1 second, because I know exactly what you're gonna say. Hold on.
I don't think you do.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
What?
All right. You can go ahead and pick, or at least tell us what you were thinking.
No, you can just say it first.
No, no, you're on.
I'll take Inception.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm happy with that
Never
pick.
mind. Yeah, I was wrong.
I wasn't gonna pick it like in the sense that
But Joseph, you
I
know
was
he's gonna
hoping
screw us
someone else
over
would
with that
pick it.
movie, by the way. You know
Huh?
he is. You know he's
I don't
gonna
know what
screw
you're
us over.
talking about.
I don't know what that movie
He's gonna put
is.
it way too low.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't
Yeah.
think he is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I
That's
think
not
he
the
likes
point.
that movie. I think he likes it a lot. I don't think he's gonna put it too low. I
The
think he'll
more
let
You
us
know,
pick
you know
that.
what he's talking about?
Yeah, but I
I
think he'll let
texted
one of
him, I
us pick
texted
that.
him.
I have no,
I didn't check my text,
I
but
have
I
no
know what you're
idea.
talking about.
Okay. The more Nolan, the better. Great pick, but go ahead and talk
I
about
mean,
it.
no, Inception's a great movie. I mean, visually, the scenes where like the whole world is collapsing upon itself is insane.
Yeah.
Leo gives a pretty good performance, but the movie's carried by the concept and how of a unique
It's a crazy
way
movie.
that it's portrayed and how, and then that ending also is just unbelievable. Like it's one of the best endings ever, in my opinion. That
I
the
Yeah.
agree.
last scene in particular.
Well, how do you guys interpret it? We can go quick spoiler mode. Everyone skip a bit. We're gonna go quick spoiler mode and discussion. What's your guys' take on the ending?
I honestly don't even know. I really could see either way. Like I feel like it was
He's
left.
dreaming. He's
I
dreaming.
I
think
feel
it's
like it
real
was left
life, but I
No,
also
he's
think the
dreaming.
unintentional
point
just
of the
because
ending
he's
isn't.
Yeah, no, the point of the ending's not which one, but my take is he's dreaming.
I think it's real life because you can see. I think you can see it tilt at the last second.
No.
I'm in the middle.
But it's
Like
also about he
I
doesn't
don't,
care if
I
he's
just
dreaming
I don't
anymore. He's
know.
just happy to be
I
with
know
his
he doesn't, but
character.
he's dreaming.
Nah, he's not.
All right, we can go back. Hopefully, you
You
guys,
could have skipped just like 30 seconds there, but
hopefully you skipped and you're back.
I mean Christopher Nolan truly is a genius for making this. This is such an amazing movie.
Why do you only have it at
Yeah.
4 stars? Why is it not at 4.5?
I think the plot with his wife is a little bit underused, and I think that the last part where like it's the last act where it's like
Where
a
he's
dream
trying to
within a
go
dream
into
within a
the thing to
dream.
save her.
It is no, the last part where it's like a dream within a dream within a dream, like with the where he's trying to do it with like the snowy background and you know that
Oh, I
part.
love the snowy background. That's one of my favorite
I
parts.
I don't know.
also
The
I think
snowy
it
setting is
plays a little
amazing.
bit like kind of over the top and a little bit
I love
weird.
Killian
I
Murphy in this
also think
movie.
that I actually think Cillian Murphy is very underrated in this,
Yeah,
just on that. But I
very.
think that, and I said this about Dark Knight Rises. This is probably one of my well, not this part, but this is one of my weaker 4.5s, I would say. I still have it at 4.5. One of my problems with it, which Yoni kind of briefly touched on, is I'm just not a big fan of Marion Cotillard, who plays Talia al Ghul in Dark Knight Rises, and she plays his wife in this. Like, I just don't really like her performances, to be
Okay.
honest. Um, I know a lot of people say she's not a native English speaker, so I understand that she's working in her second language. Maybe she's better in French films, but I'm just not a big fan of her when she's in a scene from the two movies I've seen her in. So.
Yeah. The only reason why this isn't a 5 star for me is because Leo's character wasn't enough for me. I didn't love Leo's performance. But the plot and everything else for me was just almost perfect, which is why it's one of my closest 4.5s to being a 5.
I think it's a little bit of an underwhelming like group of characters.
Yeah,
I
I'm with
agree
you.
to an
The
extent. Like
characters are the
besides,
weakness of this movie.
yeah,
Yeah. But it's
Um,
just so much has to be poured into this plot.
yeah,
yeah.
it's crazy.
But yeah. Okay, we're about halfway through.
All right, so it's my turn again, I guess.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna go with one that I vetoed, or maybe I'm not moving it up enough, but I think 10 spots is fine because I
Was
do
it
think
Wolf?
it deserves to be about around here, which is Phantom Thread. I'm picking Phantom Thread at 18.
Wasting a veto to move something up 10 spots is mental.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it looking back, but it was also like the board is kind of shaken out in a way that like I'm cool picking it at 18 because I have more stuff than I thought I would.
Yeah.
But this is like one of the best character movies of all time for sure. I think this arguably has the strongest top two acting performances with Daniel Day-Lewis as Reynolds and Vicky Krieps as Alma of any movie like I've ever seen. I think their dynamic's unbelievable. It's incredibly complex and like hard to grasp, honestly. I think there's so much of it that's up to interpretation about how their dynamic functions, but it's also just kind of a delightful watch. The cinematography is beautiful, the score is beautiful. The performances, again, this is a drama, but there's a lot of dark comedy in it that makes it funny as well, in my opinion. And I think it's just like a fascinating movie, and it's incredibly well made, and it's very close to being a five for me, in my opinion.
On the watch list.
Yeah, I agree. I really enjoyed watching it. Um,
I will say, yeah, if you're not used to Paul Thomas Anderson, this would not be one of my first watches. I would say go into it, watch Boogie Nights, watch maybe Punch Drunk Love, I guess. But even, yeah, I don't, it wouldn't be like your, if you haven't seen a Paul Thomas Anderson movie and you're watching this, I would not watch this as my first
I
watch.
feel like while watching it, you're either gonna really enjoy it or really dislike it.
I feel like, I don't know if anyone could strongly dislike it. It's more that I could see someone just being bored by it if they're not used to Paul Thomas Anderson's style
Hmm.
Yeah.
and
Or
what he
just
tries
like
to
the
do.
direction that this movie goes, especially like this set.
Yeah, I
Like
could see that, but
um also just like this like however it's such a visually pleasing film where everything looks so well. Like
yeah.
everything looks so good and everything looks so nice and this set design is really like really
Also,
crazy.
shout out Leslie Manville who plays Reynolds' sister, but she's kind of the third main character in this film, but I think she also gives an incredible performance as well, in
Hmm.
my
Okay.
opinion.
How many picks do the rest of us have left?
Am I up right now?
No, I'm
I
up.
believe we each have like
Okay.
I
what?
think
Five?
Yoni and I have one more than you, Joseph. How many do we have?
Yeah.
We
I
have
think
six or
I
five?
think you guys have six and I
And
have
you have
five.
five. Okay. All right. So there's five more movies that I need to be on this list. So I think this is for me really tough because I just got to pick one that's not higher than Shutter Island or maybe even Peabody. Mm, you already picked Inception. That's probably what I was going with here. So I'm just gonna have to throw one out here. I'm gonna go with Paddington. I just Paddington.
Oh, no, no.
That's a
I thought
crazy
you were gonna
reaction
say
for
something
Paddington.
else. There was something I was excited for a second. I was like, you're
You
gonna
thought it was gonna
pick
be
this
Spotlight,
movie.
maybe?
I mean, I thought you were
No.
thinking of that or one other one.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
I'm going Paddington.
I mean, I love Paddington 1,
It's
but
just
like
such
it's a
it's
bit
this
high.
is one I'm putting on, by the way.
If you put it like 28th, that would be like definitely a good pick. But like if you
Yeah, no, Paddington so near and dear to me. 4.5 stars. It's not an animated film, but there's only one animated part. But if it was an animated film, it'd be my second favorite animated film ever. Just the animated aspect to it. I've talked about this movie plenty in the trilogies. So if you want to hear more of my takes, make sure you tune into our trilogies draft. But yeah, I think this is a good spot for it. And Yoni, thank you for not vetoing it. I very much
I'm
appreciate
not vetoing it partially because if I were to like I can't not veto Mr. Peabody and Sherman and then veto Paddington. Like
it.
I
Yeah.
feel like Paddington's the more mature
What are
version
you
of
saving your
Peabody
veto
and
for?
Sherman. Huh?
What are you saving it?
he's doing place I think he's gonna veto placement.
What is placement?
Placement.
Like he's gonna
Oh,
veto something
oh,
that
I
you
see.
pick because
If
it's too
we
low
put
or
something
too
that he wants
high.
higher.
Yeah. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna use my veto on. I'm not like I'm not happy with that
I mean, we're
Paddington
not
pick
even
at
halfway
all. I've
through. I
not
think it is
forgot
kind of
about
smart
it,
to
but
save it.
yeah. All
All
right,
right.
my turn.
So yeah, there's Paddington.
All right. So I didn't really realize that I only have five more movies that I get to pick.
I know. That's why it just hit me as
So
well.
I gotta think what you guys will pick. I think Adam has a sleeper that I'm gonna be really happy with later. Um, I'm
What?
gonna take Toy Story 3 here though.
Wait, what sleep?
I don't even hate the Toy Story 3 pick.
Wait,
I
by the
think
way, Yoni,
Like
you
I
had
think I
six
view it
left. Just,
similarly to
just so you
Paddington
know, Yoni,
overall.
you
So
now have five left. You had six left.
okay, yeah. I
Okay.
think this is like unquestionably one of the best animated movies
yeah,
ever.
I think I
Especially
have it like top three, top
Yeah,
five
I
ever
need to
for
give the
sure.
whole Toy Story trilogy a rewatch. I don't remember too much behind
yeah.
besides the ending, which we don't have
I
to do.
watched this recently with my brother and it was very emotional.
Yeah.
Um, but we talked about this, I think, last episode, but the ending is like I think what makes this so well and what makes this trilogy so good in general is how well this ends the story. Like I think it ends the story just as well as some other like huge trilogies like Lord of the Rings or like the Star Wars trilogy. Like I really do think it's in the same conversation on how it
Yeah.
ends the story. Um, I think Toy Story I like a little bit more, but that's not 2010's. But Toy Story 3,
Yeah.
I definitely think deserves a spot on this list, like without question.
I mean, I think I have it at my fifth favorite animated movie of all time, so I'm not really going to complain. I think about it similar to Paddington, where for me it's probably a bit too high, like we're on my list, but like I do love the movie, so I'm not really going to have major complaints about it.
Yeah.
Like all things, like with it being on the list, maybe I'd have it lower if it was going to be on the list, but you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
All right, so we're halfway done.
Also, Lotso is one of the greatest animated villains of all time.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to debate that.
Also, shout out earlier when you were naming animated movies better than Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Huge, huge shout out to Coraline. We'll probably talk about that in a
What even
different.
is that?
If we
I've
do
never heard of
you've
that
never
movie.
heard of
Never heard of
Coraline?
that movie in my
That's
life.
That
crazy.
movie scared me so much when I was younger.
I've seen it like twice. I need to give it a rewatch because I remember watching it as like a when I was younger and being like, this movie is really good, but it was like
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. Like it is a seriously great movie. Like
Yeah.
I think one of the best animated movies
And
ever.
it's stop motion, so
Yeah.
All right, well, halfway done. I think it's a solid list. I think La La Land's a bit too low. Um, but other than that, I'm happy with the list. Just some garbage picks on here, like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Inside Llewellyn Davis.
you picked Mr. Peabody and
That's a
Sherman.
great pick.
If you look at this list and are like, okay, what are the slop
Inside
movies?
Llewyn Davis.
No.
No.
Yes.
Inside
No.
Llewyn Davis,
Boring
like
slop.
deep character drama written by some of the best written and
That's
directed by some of the
boring.
best directors
Peabody's
of all
not
time.
burnt boring.
Dude, I don't think you like a character movie you could say is boring. I don't
It's
think it's
very
boring.
boring.
It's your
More
opinion, but
people, and again, this is the argument you always make. More people would agree with me that Llewyn Davis is more boring than Mr.
more
Peabody.
casuals, yeah.
Of
Go on
course,
Letterboxd and
casual.
see the average ratings among people who take film seriously. Like I think all three of us do to an extent.
I do.
To an
Okay.
extent.
I do. All right. Um, all right, we are back to square one. So we've each gotten 5 of our 10 picks. Joseph, you're up.
All right. Again, I'm trying to figure out what I think. Some of this is probably like at this point, I have to just be like, I hope you guys pick some of this stuff because I know you guys have it high.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take something that deserves to be on this list. I don't really think you guys are gonna complain about it. I'm going Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah, I have four
Great
stars.
pick.
I'm not
That's
gonna
one
cry
that I
about it.
really wanted to like not have to pick myself because I have some other ones that I want to pick, but I seriously wanted it on
I
this
don't think
list.
it should be on this list, but again, not
Blade
complaining.
Runner
It's my pick.
2049, again, similar to Phantom Thread, is probably one of my like closest 4.5s to a 5.
Yep.
I think this movie is one of the most beautiful movies in terms of the cinematography and the
Top
color
three ever.
grading.
Top three ever for me.
It's not even ridiculous to say. I don't know if I'd agree with your top
It's
two,
that
but
beautiful. It's that beautiful.
I think I without spoiling because I do think there's some spoiler stuff I would talk about, but I love the direction that this movie goes because I think there are directions it could have gone where it would have been more generic, but I like the kind of
I would have
character-driven
preferred it to
nature
be
of the film.
generic. That's the
I think
reason I
that's
have it at
crazy.
four.
I think that's what differentiates one of the things that differentiates this movie is it takes a more character-driven approach
That's why
and
it
a
ruined
more
it. It could have been so good. I was watching this.
no.
I'm like, this is
So without
beautiful.
spoiling, you know the kind of decision or like moment
Yes,
that kind of
I
changes
watched.
it.
Yes, I
You
know.
don't like that part.
No,
You
I
would rather
like.
it be the other thing.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
completely disagree. I think it's the absolutely the right decision the way they did it.
No, this movie's beautiful, and that's why I have it at a 4 star. It's a top three beautiful movie ever. But like, that's real. Like, no,
Yeah. The
no.
only thing that holds this back from being a 5 is Jared Leto and his character. I just
I
don't think he's a
agree.
very good actor,
Jared Leto
and I think
hater.
his character is like overly overly melodramatic in this film. I just don't think he's very good, and I think his character is kind of I think he's a little bit out of place, which is the only thing that holds it back from being a
Yeah,
5 for me.
after I watched this movie, and by the way, Denis is Villeneuve is like one of my top three favorite directors ever. So I watched a lot of his filmography, and I watched I think on Sundays before this, like a few days before. After I watched this, I really thought it was one of the best movies like I've ever seen. It's such a great character movie. It looks amazing. It's such a cool setting. Obviously, it's a sequel to Blade Runner, or and like everything about this is just done so well. It's so well paced. The story unravels, and you learn more
I
about.
disagree. I don't think it's
What
very
do you
well paced.
disagree with
I
there?
don't think it's very well paced. But
It's
again, that
really,
like
really well
You think
I
it's
paced.
too?
think
I assume you think it's too
I think the
slow.
movie's a bit too slow, and I don't like the direction it takes. But like, I still have it at 4 stars. Like, I still think
I
it's a
really
great
like
movie.
the direction it takes, but I do think like
I think it's a bit slow at times.
besides the parts with Officer K in the third act, the third act is a little bit weaker for me just because Jared Leto's character was just felt very generic villain to me. That
I
seriously
agree.
was the one part that kind of held it back where I was like, I really love everything in this. I don't really
Imagine if
love
they got like Ray Fiennes for this. That'd be
I
I
silly.
really
will
don't
also
love
say this.
the generic villain arc that Jared Leto's kind of going on, but like it's really, really, this is a really, really
I will
great.
also say this, just one more thing. Again, I you can absolutely enjoy this movie and think this is a great movie if you haven't seen the original. And the Jared
Yeah.
Leto thing is completely unrelated, but I do think having seen the original, it does help to see the comparison between this and the original and like the kind of thematic ties that Denis is drawing, but also the ways he kind of diverts in his own vision. And also like there are some plot stuff that help to have seen the original, but it is one of those movies that you don't have to see the original.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
no,
I
I
do think it
agree.
helps.
Yeah. No, I would probably, you don't have to, but you should see the
Yeah,
original.
I agree. You should.
Yeah, no, really, really great pick, Joseph. Good placement, like pretty good placement. Also, I would have had it maybe a little bit higher, but yeah,
On my own list it's higher, but I have to
yeah.
I think it's a
factor
bit
in.
lower for me. I don't think it's on the list, but again, I'm not hating on it. 4 stars, good movie, definitely.
Adam?
All right, here's where strategy comes in for me. I have 5 movies left that I need to be on this. It's about the order, and I am scared one of you guys are going to pick some of them, and if you do, then I'm going to have to pick something that's not in the tier, and it's going to be way too high for your guys'
Well,
liking.
you should pick the ones that you think we're not going to pick.
No, because I need this. Okay, I guess yeah. I'll start with that. I'm going with The Revenant. It pains me to put it this low. It really pains me. For me, this is my fifth favorite movie of all time, and this is for me my third favorite movie of the 2010s. The only 2 movies in my top 5 that obviously can't be are Schindler's and The Dark Knight. For me, The Revenant is the fifth greatest movie ever, and that's for a few reasons. One, it is the second most visually stunning movie I've ever watched. It is just so beautiful. But again, the Blade Runner 2049 is also beautiful. So what makes this a top 5 movie? For me, Leo's performance mixed with Tom Hardy's performance, it's 2 of the greatest performances ever. I have them as both top 20 performances ever. Again, you can disagree with that. And I'm actually not even going to be mad if you are, but for me, they just hit home. And I was just like stunned. Like my letterbox review is one word. It just says stunning because that's really just if you were with me when I watched this, that was my reaction after. Like it was this is stunning. I love the plot, and I can see why some wouldn't. I get not liking the lack of dialogue at times of this movie. I just thought it was perfect. I thought his journey back was perfect. I thought the ending was perfect. The final shot was perfect. This is just the top 5 movie ever for me. I just couldn't put it higher because one, I was scared Joni would veto, and two, there's a chance you guys, no one was going to pick this higher. Um,
It's true.
but yeah, no, I'm going with The Revenant. For me, just want to make it clear for everyone watching, this is a top 5 movie ever for me. I just had to put it here.
Yeah, I guess my biggest problem with it is I don't really love survival movies, and like the
Yeah,
plot kind of just hinders it there for me.
I
And
get
I kind of prefer more like dialogue-based performances than like I guess physical torture that Leo had to endure.
you.
But no, it's a good movie. I did really enjoy it. I like the I really really enjoyed the beginning part. I thought the first like battle was really really great. And of course it does look stunning. It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, I like this pick a lot. I have it at a 4.5. I agree. Again, I said this the last time we talked about this. I agree with the vast majority of things Adam is saying about this movie. Maybe I'm slightly lower on like all of them than him by a little bit,
Yeah, yeah.
except
I
for
mean,
like
I have it
maybe
a top 5
one.
movie ever. That.
But yeah, I have it at a 4.5, so I'm not going to complain about it being here on this list. I probably have it in my own list of the 2010s, like 20th maybe. So
Yeah. Hmm.
I wouldn't have this on my list. I'm not like super mad about it though.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just trying to think. There's like 15 movies that I really, really want on here. I know that you guys are gonna pick some.
I only have 4 left that I really want on here, and I'm scared.
Um, I don't think I know that Joseph is gonna pick this, and I don't think it should be higher. I'm gonna go Django.
Oh,
I was gonna
come
pick that. I was
on!
gonna
You
pick that with
bloody
my next
bottled
pick. I was
it!
gonna pick that with my next pick. Good
You
pick.
actually
I was gonna
bottled
pick put
it.
that at 12.
Oh my God, you bottled it.
Great pick.
Oh
Okay.
my
I thought you were
God.
going way higher.
I was only not
That
gonna
could
go
be a
way
ticket
higher
uplift right there. There's
because of the
no way you
fact
just put
that
Django this.
I would only have put it there because I respect the
Oh,
fact that if someone isn't a fan of it, I'm gonna like be a little bit collaborative and put it slightly lower. So I was gonna pick it at 12 if you didn't pick this, but I am
Yeah.
very
We've talked
happy.
about
Bodhi.
Django a lot. Um, we've talked about it a lot, but this is just one of the coolest movies ever. Like it's just so like when you're watching, it's just like this scene was epic. This part was so
Yeah.
cool. I loved the decision that this character made here. It's also a really fun movie to watch with friends, I feel like, because it can be so over the top and like you can find yourself cheering for certain characters so easily. I know Adam just like thinks the movie's bad. We
Yeah.
talked about it a ton.
Well, no, I don't think it's bad. I think I have it 3 or 3.5. It's a solid
Okay.
movie, but
That's
people
kind
over
of me
it.
on the
The reason I
Revenant.
hate it is because people overrate the crap out of it.
That shouldn't
It's
judge
not
your opinion
overrated at
though.
all.
It's
I got to get a charger real quick, so just like
all right. I'll cut it.
I'll be back in like 3 minutes.
3 minutes for a charger, brother.
I gotta think about this because I feel like I have like five or six that I would want.
Just don't pick one of the ones you know I'm gonna pick. Let me have
Are you
one.
talking about the one that you texted me?
No, that one needs to be very high. Like
Right,
that's
but
gonna
I'm
be
not
my.
picking that now, but I'm saying, do
I'm
you
picking that
need
as my
that?
second to last pick. If you want to leave it to
Do
me, so
you need that pick is my point. Like as
I
in, are
kind
you
of
gonna
need
run out of
all.
picks?
I kind of need all my last four, unless you want me putting one of my 4.5s up this
I
high.
mean, I don't know if I know what three of yours are.
You should know there's the five
What's
stars that I
the
still have left.
well, Parasite, Interstellar, Prisoners.
You're forgetting one.
What is your other one?
The one that I'm picking next.
I don't know what is it? Whiplash?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good because I want it on this list, but I wasn't gonna
Yeah,
pick it.
it'll be on here. Don't
Okay,
worry.
that's cool.
I'm just scared one of them's gonna get picked. And you want to know what I'm terrified of?
You should have picked.
What?
Why did you? I'm not picking Spotlight now because you picked other stuff over Spotlight. Why didn't you pick Spotlight instead of like?
I know. It's so good. Is there any way?
But I'm gonna be honest. You're
Honestly,
not getting all of those.
If Yoni vetoes one of my four, then that's
I
what.
think you should take that now because I know
What
it's
were
too
you
high,
guys
but
like
the problem
scheming
is that
about?
you're gonna run out.
I know I'm gonna run
So
out.
you
I
should pick that
know.
now rather than having it later. I'm
I
not gonna.
know. I messed up.
You should take that now because you're gonna run out because me and Yoni are definitely gonna pick one of those three.
I screwed it up.
I'm trying to avoid that because I've been factoring that in. I have like
Yeah, I screwed up. I messed this up. Guys, there's a good chance I put a movie that should not be this high very high.
this is why you don't take Paddington at
No,
17.
it's not about Paddington. I was
It's Rogue
saving my
One
movies
as
by
well.
picking Paddington. What I screwed up with is I picked Shutter Island too early. God, I didn't think this through.
I should have done like one more. I mean, I should have probably snuck in one more 4.5, low key. But I think it's fine because we have 12 and I
There's
know
one 4.25 that I think I might put, which I don't know if you'll like.
you're gonna put like fucking Winter Soldier or some bullshit.
No, Winter Soldier's 4.5. That's one of the ones I might have to go with.
I think,
I screwed up, I admit it.
well, this is part of it. I think you should just take the movie that we just talked about.
No, I need to get all four. I need all four.
But the thing is, me or Yoni is going to pick one of those because we have mo like we will need, you are not getting
You
all
guys
four
are
of
gonna
them.
run out too. I know I screwed up.
You should take that because this
I'm
is the
not up.
lowest
Yoni's
spot.
up.
Okay, we are
No,
back.
all
All
right,
right, so we're back.
do we
Yoni,
want to
you're up
continue
next.
talking about Django or no?
Yeah, yeah, Django. I mean,
Because I don't think we talked about it that much right now. I think this is a great
we
pick.
talked about this a lot and during the overrated, underrated episode.
Yeah, but I think this is a fantastic pick. So
Great. Joseph.
this is where it gets hard because I think
This is where the strategy kicks in.
we have a fair bit of overlap from the rest out. So that this is hard because it's like
I'm screwed. I have four movies left, and you guys all have it still, probably all four on your list.
so what I'm gonna do because and this is hard because this movie is not let me check something really quickly and then I'll let you know if I need to pick this because can I ask roughly, Yoni, how many movies do you have left that you would consider picking?
Um, there's
I have four.
I have like six or seven.
Yeah,
No
but
pun.
those are a lot overlap of
There
mine.
is overlap, but there's definitely one or two.
there's 12
Okay,
Okay,
wow.
so Yoni,
that I really, really want picked. Like,
can
and
you
I think
pick
that
moving
you
forward
guys will
ones
take a
that you
lot
Can you
of
pick
that.
ones you know that we won't pick, please?
That's what I'm doing. That's
Thank
what
you.
I'm
Okay,
doing.
thank you.
Like there's an exact
Because
12
if
that I
not,
really,
I'm gonna
really
throw some
want to
heinous
pick.
things on the list that you're not gonna be happy with, Yoni. So just stay away from the ones I'm gonna pick.
Oh,
Okay,
Adam, there's two sleepers that I need you to
I
do.
really
Can I
want
No.
say
this one
it?
hot.
No,
This
don't
is
Am
worry,
I
really
Yoni.
allowed,
I'm gonna pick one of them. I'm gonna pick
am I
one.
allowed to say it out loud?
No, don't say it out loud, but I'm gonna
Why?
pick. No, we're banning that. Don't worry, I will. Don't worry, I will. I know exactly what you're
Okay.
talking.
I think you know what I'm talking about. But there's
Yes,
two.
I
There's just
know, I know, I know. Don't worry.
let me
so I need to go perfect here with my 12.
You do. All right, Joseph, you're up.
yeah, okay. Give me like I'll call time after 1 minute. I'm just trying to figure this out. I know this is where it gets really hard. This is where I think I should have done like one or two more 4.5s.
All right, guys. Well, while Joseph's thinking, I'll give you guys some content. I watched Batman Begins the other day, 2 days ago, actually. We kind of skipped over the last watch segment. Thought it was a great film. It would definitely be on this list we if it was in the 2010s. Very underrated, one of Nolan's most underrated movies. Very, very good. And I recommend everybody, if you've seen The Dark Knight and liked it, please watch the full trilogy because Batman Begins is great. Joseph, you done thinking?
All right, I'm not gonna pick a 5 star here, even though I have this movie below some of the ones I've picked, just because I think other people like this movie as well, and I do have it at 4.5. I'm gonna pick Dawn of the Planet of the Apes because I think
Yes, yes,
we
yes.
need to
Good
do some
pick.
picks here. I
Come
would have
on,
this a
ain't
bit lower. I'm
it?
just gonna say that. I'd probably have it at like 20, but
It's my 10.
I think it needs to be done, and it is a fantastic movie.
Okay, so that's one of the 12. We're one down. Great pick, Joseph. Really,
I think
really
we talked
would
about
not
this in
have.
the trilogy
Was
things a
that
lot.
one of the
This
sleepers you were talking about, Yoni?
No.
No. Okay.
I think this is like it's me and Yoni's favorite of the trilogy. I think we both have it at 4.5. I think it's one of the best movies in any like big franchise or trilogy in the last 20, 30 years quite easily. I think it works on so many levels as an action movie, as a movie like that analyzes like the relationship between like the apes and the humans, and as like a genuinely strong movie with an emotional core as well. Some of the shots in this movie as well, like while they're marching in and Koba's on the flag as well, like you can see in the poster, is just a sick shot. I just think this movie is it's honestly awesome, and it's the movie that kind of kickstarted Matt Reeves' career for the most part, in my opinion.
Yeah, it did. 100%.
Um, so and rightfully so, because this movie is
Yeah,
fantastic.
we talked about this a lot already, but I'll add on. Great movie, second best of the trilogy for me, but again, I can see why people would like it the most. It's kind of the most Planet of the Apes movie. If you know what I mean by saying that. Like,
That's actually a really good take. I love
yeah,
that take.
that's pretty much what it is for like it defines Planet of the Apes for me. I just didn't like it as much as Rise, but yeah, good pick.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree with both of you guys. It does a lot of things really, really well. And Caesar's one of the best protagonists, I think, of the 21st century. Like, I don't think
Mhm.
that's a crazy
I
take.
agree.
It's
He's up
not.
there.
That's a
I
good
think
take.
Andy Serkis, obviously he's doing motion capture, but genuinely in the trilogy across it, he gives like an Oscar-worthy performance as motion capture. I'm not saying he should have won, but at least if he could have got nominated, that would have been cool. I know it's
Yeah.
unrealistic, but in my
Mhm.
opinion, he's in that stratosphere in this trilogy, specifically in this movie, I would say, and the third.
Yeah. Okay. All right. My pick or
No,
Adam.
mine. All right.
Don't pick one, or I was gonna say Yoni. You know one that I'm gonna pick that I don't think you're gonna. I think you might pick. It's whatever. We'll get to that.
I don't really know what you're
All right,
talking
I'm
about.
going with Whiplash.
Yes, good pick. Good
Good
Yep.
pick.
pick.
So I'm going with Whiplash. This for me is I think I have this a little bit over La La Land, Chazelle's best. It might be a little bit below. They flip flop all the time. La La Land's a bit too low on this list for me. But talking about Whiplash, I don't think we've actually talked about this on the podcast yet. And it wasn't in any of our top fours, not underrated, overrated, not a trilogy, not a superhero movie. So we can talk about Whiplash for a bit. I think this is arguably the greatest pair of performances in a single movie ever. Um, Again, I haven't watched some of like I'm not a fan of The Godfather and all that kind of stuff. You guys could say that with like, but like we can at least on this list. I think this is the best pair of performances, definitely in the 2010s. It's just like the Okay.
Also, I think La La Land, nah,
La La
I'd
Land
say
could be up there.
Whiplash is arguably
Nah,
better.
that's in the same conversation, I
It
think.
is. But just the plot
Once Upon a Time in
is
Hollywood.
like, so who comes up with something like that? Like a it's just like so weird to think of. And if, how many days was this movie filmed in? Like
Like
15 days,
13 or
13
something.
Yeah,
days.
like two
Just
weeks.
so impressive from Chazelle. Obviously kickstarted his career, deservedly so. The performances are out of this world. This is an amazing movie.
Yeah, this movie, it really does feel like you're living with Miles Teller's character. Like it really feels like you're in the music room with him when he's getting like abused by J.K. Fletcher. And it really is probably the best representation of like obsession and pure drive in any movie I've seen. I think
Yeah.
Black Swan does it good also, but not to the extent of this. And it's the way that it's edited and the way that the whole movie kind of relies on music carrying it throughout is really cool because I personally love music in movies, whether it's like a soundtrack or like actual or like a movie score or anything like that. I really like music in movies, and no, this is a really, really great movie. It's really, I think it's well paced. You like, you really just feel like you're in the movie, and
Yeah.
it really does leave a lasting impact on you. And
It
of
does.
course, I mean, Fletcher is just, he's just an absolute like menace in
What a
this.
demon. The end. I mean, come on. Like it's just wow. Great movie. Not talking about Whiplash. Les Joseph, do you have anything to say?
I'm in agreement with what you guys are saying. I mean, I don't know what to say about this movie that hasn't been said.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a good placement, honestly. I'd probably have it slightly lower, but again, you can't really nitpick at this point, so.
Yeah. Yoni, I want to say something. You can go back to the list. I don't think any of mine that I have left you really would want to veto. But can I just give you permission? And this would be breaking the rules. And I know we talked about like we want to keep this kind of serious, but can we do it where you can go back and use your veto on Peabody and Sherman just so I don't have to worry about you vetoing one of my future ones? Because I just don't
I
want to
don't
have that
think you're
hang on
getting
me.
vetoed unless it's like egregious.
I think
Yeah,
he's going
nah,
to.
Adam, I would have said yes if you guys let me do Endgame. That changes the list a lot, but like, now we can't go
We
back.
can't.
So then when are you
If
going to
for
use a
future
veto?
for future rankings
I'm
like this,
probably
maybe.
not gonna veto you because
Yeah.
I have to be very strategic with a movie that I want to like get in my like last couple of picks. Like I
Nice.
seriously have to
Okay.
play my cards right here.
Yoni, can I say something? Don't
Yeah.
pick the movie. I know you probably might be thinking about this for this pick. Don't pick the movie that I have said multiple times is borderline in my top 10 because I kind of need that pick. If you have other ones on the same level as that,
And
Yeah.
Yoni, also don't pick.
you know which ones he has 5 stars.
You
Like
know
we
which
talked.
ones I've left, and I know you love this movie. Don't pick it because it's my next pick. I promise you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I don't. I have to play this right. I'm gonna need a
What
second
I
here.
will say is, Yoni, if you have a top like if you have your own list, I think I've seen something on your list at some point. I guarantee you're getting your top 5 or 6 probably, like from us. So if you have like a
Yeah,
seven
yeah,
or
I know, I
eight you want to
know.
play,
Just know, Yoni. This kind of spoils it, but just think of your favorite director. Don't worry, I got you, bro.
No, I know.
yeah.
I'm not picking that. I'm not picking another one. I know what I'm not picking here, like for sure. I
Okay.
just have to think of what I want to pick because I know that there's one, two, three, four that is like 100% going to get picked, and then there's five that I want to get picked, and there's two that need to get picked. So
Then just go.
yeah, give me a
Well, if there's
second.
one you know you want high up, we don't have a veto. Like
I
let's just be
know,
honest.
but I want it higher than 10.
Right, so then don't pick it. Pick something that you think that like is
No, Adam
also
has a veto or no? No.
No,
Oh, there's no vetoes?
no vetoes.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, I'm comfortable then.
Yeah.
Um, okay. So I'm just gonna pick what I think is the best that I want that you guys aren't going to. Um, this might be something that Joseph strongly disagrees with, and this was the other sleeper that I was talking about here, Adam, but I'm going Moneyball.
Uh,
That was
I
gonna
mean,
be picked
I'm
by
glad that
me.
you picked a movie that's different that we weren't gonna pick, but like
I was
I will
gonna
not have it this
I was
high.
gonna pick it. That was my next one up if one of mine gets vetoed. Um,
Okay, so now can you try to think of the other sleeper that I was talking about? And I think you know what it is. We've talked about this movie a lot. Like right after you watched this movie, you texted me. You know what I'm talking
Bro,
about?
I have three picks left and I'm
Does it
picking.
have to do, does it have an ensemble cast?
Yes.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about because I feel like I remember you
Joseph,
saying.
or Yoni, I'm sorry. I have three picks left and I'm picking three movies.
Okay. Uh uh okay, we'll see. We'll see.
All
I
right,
think
it's my turn again.
but I
Joni, I
really
know what you're talking about. Oh my God, it's
yes.
not. I
Come
can't
on.
do it. I can't do it.
No.
It's not even a
Come
four and
on.
a half for me. It's a 4.25.
Come on.
Can't do
All
it.
right, I might have to take it then. We'll see.
All right.
Joseph.
But it
Are you
should
big
be.
like Joseph, do you like Moneyball? What do you think about it? You like it.
I like it. I wouldn't have it on this list, but it's not like you picked something that I'm like, fuck this. Like it's ass. I think it's a very good movie.
This movie is so good.
I would not have it that high, but I also think that we kind of, at this point, it's coming down to opinions at this point.
I
So,
feel like this is so rewatchable also. Like this is one of the best sports movies. I really do believe.
Yeah. It's just so good. It's probably the best sports movie ever for me.
So the Sandlot.
No,
Sandlot Moggs.
sadly not. What do you have that on Letterboxd?
4.5.
Really? Interesting. All right. Heenan,
all
It's like
right,
a
I
top
have
40
to,
movie ever for me.
I gotta think right now
you
because
just
Adam.
I know I had time to think, but I'm going with something that was, I'm going with this because it was vetoed earlier, and also I think this is a fair placement. I'm going Wolf of Wall
Okay,
Street.
there we go. All right, that's a big move.
Um, I think this is a fair placement for it, like overall, especially considering it's a three-way list. I think it's like one of Scorsese's best, if not. I think it goes back and forth between this and The Departed is my favorite Scorsese movie.
this poster is geeks.
Um, I mean, there's a lot of good posters for it, to be honest. I think most people have probably seen
Also,
this
Yoni, you
movie.
choosing this as your backdrop is genuinely prime horny Yoni, bro. Have shame.
Okay, maybe edit that
I think it's a good
out.
backdrop.
No, I'm
There's
not.
a lot of good backgrounds.
There are. Um, Leo is amazing in this movie, obviously, arguably his best performance ever.
It's up there.
Jonah Hill is great as well. I mean, everyone's great. Margot Robbie, McConaughey in like the 10-minute scene, like that's an amazing scene,
Yeah.
arguably the best in the movie. Like literally, you can look at this cast. Kyle Chandler, great as the FBI agent. Wait, scroll down a little bit.
Rob Reiner.
Rob
Right.
Reiner as his dad, hilarious. Also, Rip Rob Reiner, great, amazing director. John Bernthal
Jonah
as
Hill
the
is so fun
Goons,
here.
great. Uh, Jean Dujardin as the asshole Swiss banker, great. Like,
John
you can look
Bernthal.
at, yeah, Christian
Margot,
Milioti
We
as his
didn't mention
principal.
Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
Probably her best
Yeah.
performance ever.
Yeah, we did. Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kenneth Choi as that one guy who works with him, the Asian guy. Great.
But by the
Yeah.
way,
Yeah.
this is the fastest 5 hour or 3 hour movie of all time.
Oh, easily.
It's
Yeah, I
crazy.
agree. I
It's
agree.
it's I love
No,
Oppenheimer and I think
it
it's
goes by
better.
so
I have
fast.
Oppenheimer as a decent amount better on my list, but this is objectively the fastest 3 hour movie ever.
Yeah. I think this is a good placement for it, so I'm chill
Yeah.
with this.
I think
We all
I
love
put it
this.
lower for a reason, but again, it's
This
like
is like
It got
this is
vetoed
maybe
because
I think that this is the closest 4.5 movie that I have that like could be rated a five. Like
I
I might
think this
switch this
this
for a
might be my
five.
highest rated 4.5 star movie. I think it
Yeah,
is.
this it's
I
so
don't know what it's missing. It just isn't a 5 star. I don't know why.
I
It's
kind of know what you mean, but like
yeah.
it's like this
It's my
good.
highest 4.5 star, and it'd probably be my next up.
All right, back to Adam.
All right. I am going with Prisoners by Denis Villeneuve right here.
good pick.
Um,
And I like the spot as well.
yeah, this is the perfect spot for it. Prisoners is something I came into completely blind, no clue what to expect, and it left me like, what? Like, this is one of those movies where I did like 3 hours of research about it after. And I watched this at like, it ended at like 11 p.m. and I stayed up to like 2 researching this. And not just researching, but like, just watching things back, I literally skip back on my computer and rewatch some scenes, like just to like understand what I just watched. This movie had such a crazy impact on me, not like personally, but like it just like it jarred me. I don't know if that's a good way to put it. And I mean, a lot of people say Hugh Jackman, and I think he is one. This is a great performance, but Jake Gyllenhaal, like take a bow. What a damn performance from Jake Gyllenhaal. Um,
I think Hugh
So
Jackman's better.
yeah, a
I
lot of people say
agree, but
that.
they're both
I'm
fantastic.
not gonna debate you. I love Gyllenhaal in this movie. Paul Dano, Take a Bow. I mean, it just yeah. I don't have to say too much. This is just an unbelievable film.
Yeah. No, it seriously is. And I think for people that haven't watched it, just go into it blind.
Yeah, I did the same.
Like you'll be amazed. Um, so once again, another borderline five for me. It's
Yeah,
just
five
it's such
stars
a
for me.
such a
Five
good.
stars.
5 stars for me as well. I also like the kind of ethical aspect, like it presents an ethical dilemma, and
Yeah, how far? Yeah,
I think
exactly.
it tackles like humanity, like
Yeah. The
morality, all these
one
aspects
the
really.
one reason why it's not a 4 point of a five for me is because I think that the overall concept of the maze is a little bit underdeveloped for it's kind of underdeveloped and like I feel like the movie's really the same
The
without it.
ending immediately counteracts that, so I don't really care.
I feel like all of the pieces don't 100% fit into the puzzle, especially with what's his name? Who's the like you know who I'm talking about? Not Paul Dano, but the
Oh,
other guy.
The
the
other guy,
old
that's
man, the grandpa.
David Dasmalkian's character, like the crazy guy with this.
Yeah, he's in so many. Yeah, this guy.
Yeah,
I feel like with him also, like not everything fit
This guy
perfectly.
is in every movie now that
he's
I think
also look
about
at
it.
like his
Yeah.
Denis, Dune,
Yeah.
Blade Runner 2049,
Uh,
Prisoners.
You know what I
Oppenheimer.
mean, though, where not everything like fit
Yeah,
100%, especially with the
Wait,
maze.
what the? I'm watching Dark Knight literally probably right after this podcast with my mom.
he's the
Shout out
guy
mom.
who's
But what
like
is he in the Dark
he's the
Knight?
crazy guy who who's in the
Oh,
van, and
yeah,
Harvey Dent takes him in the alley, and he's
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm so hyped to watch the Dark Knight again. It's like we can't even talk about it in this it'll definitely be on the 2000s list. I'm excited for the 2000s list, but
Yeah.
yeah, okay, I'm gonna be honest. By the way, I know it's what's it called? It's not my pick, but I'm pretty sure that of the 5 stars we have left, there's five for the combined for us.
don't
Wait,
take mine, guys, or else you're not going to be happy what I put up
Or
here.
how many more picks do I have? I have three. I
You
have
have three, we
seven,
have two.
four, and one.
Yeah, you have
Okay.
7-4-1.
Okay.
I
All
have
right.
five and
I
two.
can do anything that I want here because I don't have a veto. All right. Let's see. What do I need on this list? Okay, so I know what my top two are. It's just
if
Really?
there's one that you think I'm gonna take next, there's one that I'm gonna take next, which I think you might take now,
so
but I'll
this is
take it
really
first.
tough because there are two. Well, actually, this would make sense. Oh, this is tough.
This is so
There's two here that I would love to have on this list, but I think it's maybe a bit high. Even though in my like list that I have on Letterboxd on 2010's movies, it's this exact spot.
I
But
think I mean
we're
I
screwed
know
because we have some two people are gonna have to take movies too high at some point.
that's not true. Not Yoni.
He won't have to necessarily. He could take things that we're gonna take. That means just that we're gonna have to take movies.
No, what
Like
I'm
if he
saying is
wants,
Yoni has plenty of movies that he won't take too high.
no,
Yes, he said he had 12 movies, and we picked all of the ones we've done are part of
You
his
guys have
12.
no,
picked, I
but
think,
they're all lower than the ones left,
no,
than the one he picked.
we've picked like since this spot, we've
Yeah.
gone one, two, three, four, one, two,
So
three,
what I'm
four.
trying
We've
to say,
gone
Joseph,
five
is
for five.
Yoni won't have to reach on any of them because he only has three picks left. And
Yeah.
he has like so many more movies. It's us two that would have to reach. So Yoni has to be careful not to take the ones that we have left.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if it seems like a reach for him though at that spot, it's just that
Yeah,
he
you're
can
right.
he. The point is, someone's gonna have to reach. I think he would rather it be the reach that's his to get it on the list than let's say that I have to reach and picked one that he doesn't like that much. He could veto. I could also just take something else then as well.
Yeah. All right,
It's his
Boney.
choice.
I
Go.
can't pick a rival, right?
You
Even though I
can't.
No,
wouldn't
it
pick
was
it.
vetoed.
I
You
wouldn't
can't
pick
Not
it
pick a
here. It'd be
rival.
too hot.
Yeah, you can't pick it.
Um,
I could pick it though.
so this movie came out.
Joseph, I'm so serious. I will sabotage this list and I
I'm
will
not.
put Great
I'm not picking
Gatsby
it.
on it.
Don't
I'm so
worry.
serious.
I'm not picking it.
You release Gatsby.
I have Gatsby on 4.25. I have every right to put it here.
Oh my, I have a veto. I have a veto though.
No.
Would you have vetoed Gatsby if he put it for like 11?
Yes.
I agree. I think that would have been a good veto.
So this movie it's kind of polarizing where some people don't like it and some people really love it. I'm on the side that
Is
loves
this
it.
the sleeper one?
This is the sleeper. I'm going The Big Short
Yes, I knew you were going to say The Big Short. Great pick.
as the reach, you know,
Four
but it's
four
really
point two five for me.
to me it's not a reach because in my 2010s list, it is number seven. So
Oh,
like it's
wow.
a perfect placement for me. This since 12 has gone exactly how I want. And I seriously think I will go 12 for 12 here. Like the Big Short kind of tackles, I mean, it's not a obviously it's not a boring concept. It's a huge um event in American history, but it kind of tackles a boring concept with the 2007 financial crisis, and it makes it such an entertaining movie. It's definitely a movie that you have to either like rewatch or really, really kind of research as you're watching or after you're watching. But
I mean, this is a Christian Bale masterclass.
this is like maybe the best cast ever. First of all, Steve Carell,
It's,
Christian Bale, Ryan Gosling,
by
Brad
the
Pitt.
way, I don't know why I forgot to do this, but I should have picked Jeremy Strong. I don't know if did we already do an actor tier list?
We did an actor
I
tier.
completely forgot about Jeremy Strong. He's one of my favorite actors ever. Um, I didn't even like remember. I just had to put that out there. I love Jeremy Strong.
Okay. But this is maybe Ryan Gosling's funniest performance. He is hilarious as Jared in this movie. He is so funny. The scene where he's with like Christian Bale's character and Brad Pitt's character, and he's explaining how he thinks that this is going to impact the market, and he's doing it with the Jenga block representation, and he's telling his like assistant, the like Asian guy, to like do this and do that, and then be quiet and like leave the room. And he's so assertive, but it's so funny. Ryan Gosling is like the star of this for me because he's just so hilarious. But
By
this
the way,
movie
Tony,
is,
I'm sorry to interrupt. You might have chose the worst poster of all time. Her
I
part
don't
is the
think
most
there are good, I
irrelevant
don't
part
think
of
there
this
are good
movie,
posters.
bro.
There aren't really good posters like
Yes,
this.
there are. No, one to the right of the one you're on.
Yeah,
The
this one's
underwater.
this one's the best.
No, the worst.
Yeah, I'm really happy with this pick. I think Adam has it. Yeah, you guys both have it as a four, so I'm assuming both of you
I have it
aren't
a
that.
4.25.
I'm not
4.1.
mad at this pick. I mean, I wouldn't have had it on the list just because, or maybe if it was like a top 30 for me, but like it wasn't one of the ones I was considering picking. But you got to do what you got to do at this point in the list, to be honest. So
Yeah. All right. I'm assuming I know what's going to be taken with your guys' next couple of picks, but Um, let's see. Let's see here. Also, I do have a veto, so I could
here's the
really
thing.
I could really change things up a bit.
Yoni, I'm
I,
gonna veto bait you. I hope you know that.
I could take this movie here, which was my plan all along, but I'm realizing that someone's gonna have to kind of reach at some point anyways, so I might as well now
I think
because
this
I think
was the
you're gonna
reach.
take the
Like I think
I think you will take what I'm thinking with my your next pick, and we'll be happy that that's fifth or fourth or whatever. I think we'll be happy with a fourth place for that.
wait, I think I know where you're going because right now there's four movies that I really, really want, and there's six spots left.
Okay, so because of that reason, I'm gonna trust that the other things are gonna that you're gonna pick that at four, given the fact that you know I'm gonna pick some of the other things in your top three. Adam might as well.
Yeah.
Um, so wait, let me just. I think I know what I'm picking. I'm just gonna check one more time. Yeah, okay. So I am going to take, and this is again, this is too high, even though it would be on my list for sure, but I have to
Okay.
take it because I'm going to take Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, that is exactly what I thought it was going
Oh my God! What?
It's
to
too high, but
I didn't see
I
that
want
No,
coming
it.
from
you
a
have to.
mile
You have to
away.
take it. You have
I
to take
want
it.
it. I want it on the list, and also like,
Yes.
Joseph
like
picking a
if I'm
Marvel
gonna
movie as
take
a top six movie in the 20. I never thought I'd see the day.
no, well, it's
It's the
not, but it
best
is on the
Marvel
list
movie.
because
I never
listen,
thought
I'd
I'd see
rather
the day.
reach for one myself than make Adam reach for one, and he's gonna pick
Yeah.
fucking Cars, and Cars isn't even, he's gonna pick Cars 2 or some bullshit. Um,
Uh, I have some ones that I have for substitutes.
but I don't think you're gonna need to use this. You might, but
Okay. We are one, two, three, four, five, six. We are seven for seven for my top 12. RIP Arrival. Um, but those like 12 that I wanted when I said I have 12 were
Yoni,
perfect so far.
Yoni. If we wait, by the way, we can talk about Guardians of the Galaxy quickly. I don't want to skip over it. Your
I
pick.
mean, I feel like I don't know. I think
We talked
everyone
about it
would
a
see
lot. I just don't want to
this.
skip
It's
over
the
your
best
pick.
MCU movie in my opinion.
It's up there. It's not the
Agreed.
best, but it's very good.
So
It's
yeah.
hilarious. Yeah.
And if the MCU is kind of the defining franchise of the 2010s, I think, if you are going to have an MCU movie in the top 10, some would say Infinity War, which I would, it's clearly in my top two, but I am going to put the one that's my favorite of the franchise. So I'm going Guardian.
This is the hardest pick of my
Again,
life.
I haven't had it it wouldn't be in my top 10, but it
This is the
is.
hardest pick of my life for the simple reason that Yoni has a veto.
I
Yoni
think
Ayal.
you know you should do the right thing because
Yoni
do the
Ayal.
right thing.
Yoni Ayal. If I do the right thing, you better not veto it. I'm so serious.
I don't really know what you're referring to here. Just if this is going to
Joseph,
be
you know exactly what I
I
mean,
know what you're
right?
gonna say,
Wait,
and
wait, Joseph,
you should
Joseph,
do the
Joseph.
right thing.
If
You
he
should do the
vetoes
right
it,
thing
will you
here.
promise to take it if I take it here? Please, I'm begging you. Because if I put it at two, you can't take it if he vetoes it. I
I don't know what you're
promise you, I
talking
will
I
not.
about.
I'll put it here, and you know what will be at two instead,
Yoni, I
and you
would
want
say
that
I
at
don't think
two.
Yoni's gonna veto this because I think he respects that. I think you just put it, just say it. I don't think you'll veto this.
But will you give me my word? If he does, you'll put it at you'll
I'm
put it.
not I'm not vetoing
It
Interstellar.
depends on what happens at 4
Oh, you
and
won't?
3.
No.
Okay, Parasite.
Veto that. Make him take Interstellar here. No, has to be higher.
It,
Veto
it,
that
it
shit.
did, but it's not better. It's my second favorite movie
Veto
ever.
that shit, dude. Because then
I'm trying to
Yoni,
think of what I
Parasite.
want. I'm trying to think of what I want here.
But what else would you use a veto on, Yoni?
There's four, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. At this point I've accepted. Well, first off, I might
well,
veto
you
this.
could if here's the thing, Yoni. If you veto, there's two choices here
All right,
because you're not
I'm
gonna
gonna be straight up with you instead of trying to beat around the bush. My next two picks are Parasite and Interstellar. Which order would you rather them in? Interstellar 5,
veto
Parasite
it. So he has
2,
to put Interstellar
or
at 5 because we
Parasite
all
5,
have Parasite at
Interstellar?
Interstellar
5.
will go at 5. I
Okay, you can
veto
veto it. All right,
I veto
Interstellar, the
Parasite.
greatest movie ever, is apparently only the fifth best movie of the 2010s. We're not going to spend time. If you could just go to it on Letterboxd real quickly. This is the greatest movie of all time.
I think it's
I
about
mean,
the fifth best of the 2010s. I think
it's
that's
the
fair.
best movie ever. End of discussion. And it's not even close. Like it's such a big gap between
I
this movie
think,
and everything else.
I think it would help people if when you talk about this movie, you actually explain why,
Okay,
and you
yeah,
don't just
sure.
say it's the best movie ever without explaining the substance of it.
It's the most beautiful movie ever. Number one, best
No,
cinematography of all time in a single movie, and it's not close.
it's great, but no.
It's number one. Number two, the plot is the greatest plot of all time behind Tenet. It's the second greatest plot ever. It's
No.
just so amazing. The twists, the turns, the this, the that, the it's like.
Go into detail on why you love
Do
the
you want me
movie.
to put
This,
spoilers?
that.
Do
He's
you
just
want me
saying
to
the
do spoilers?
cinematography, the plot.
Do you want me to
I
do
think I
spoilers?
think everyone will have
Yes,
seen.
everyone's seen this movie.
Okay, sure. Okay, the twist, the Dr. Man twist, the he was lied to all along twist, the he was the one that was signaling Murph, please don't leave twist. So that's three twists right there. Then you have the plot, you have the different scenes. The different settings in this movie are
Really,
amazing.
really
You have the NASA
in
secret base
depth.
setting. You have the cornfield setting. You have the Dr. Man setting. You have the planet of waves setting. You have the what's it called? The five dimension setting. You have the
Listing the
space base setting.
settings doesn't make it the best
They're
movie ever.
all perfect settings. It's just
It's an amazing movie,
it's
but
the best
again,
By
movie
the
we've had this
ever.
way,
conversation. It's not.
we all think Interstellar is a great movie at minimum. I think it is
You
a
having
great
it at four is ridiculously
a four
blasphemous.
star for me is a great
Not
movie.
even a like is
I
insane.
don't like how big of a part Murph plays on Earth at
You're
all. I don't
actually
really like her
ridiculous,
character that
bro.
much.
For a movie
I
that
also don't
long,
think
for an almost 3 hour movie, to you hold it back from a four with even a like because of Murph on Earth is
it's a major
mental.
part of the plot. It's
It's
a
that's
major part of the
mental.
plot.
That's
I don't
absolutely
really like
mental.
how big of a role she plays on Earth,
You're
and I don't
absolutely
really like
ridiculous.
the actress.
You're
But
ridiculous. This is
Joseph
the
has it as
greatest
a
movie
five
ever.
star. I knew that this was going to be high on the list. I don't have that much of a problem with it because I know I'm in
Don't
a
forget to delete your
minority
veto.
not loving it.
Delete your
But
veto. Delete your
huh?
veto. Delete your
So
veto.
no one has any vetoes at this point.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So it's just strict picking.
So is it back to me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm going Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
Okay, I thought you were gonna maybe take that later, but I like this because the top three I have all over this. Is my top three my actual top three of this? It might be my actual top three. So this is a great pick though.
I know
Joseph,
exactly where
Joseph,
Joseph's going.
Joseph.
Adam's going.
I hate that I betrayed you, but it's not.
What?
You're gonna have to take it.
No, I'm not taking it.
Okay, it's
If
not getting
you are
picked.
that not
Not
selfish,
getting
but
picked.
you're not gonna pick
You
it
put too
because
many fillers on this list that I was mad. I'm not picking it. You got to
so you're
pick.
gonna pick a movie that you don't have at 5,
Sorry,
at 2. You're gonna pick a movie you don't have at 5 at 2, is what you're telling me.
I am not gonna pick it. You have to pick it here.
No,
All right, then.
I'm gonna make you pick it.
Unless Yoni picks it at one.
There's a clear top 3 here.
It's getting left off the list because of all the things that you did. Unless you pick it.
What? What did we do?
Inside
We took
Llewyn
off Minions
Davis.
off?
Once upon a time in
Dude,
Hollywood.
you put Mr. Peabody and Sherman and Paddington on this list.
All right.
Also, I put them low. I put a movie at 5 stars at 21. You did too with Shutter
There's no
Island?
But yeah, this is
Also, I'm just gonna say this.
extremely happy with
If
this.
you would rather have a disingenuous list with your number two pick just because you're mad that we made you pick Interstellar at five instead of two,
No, the fact you did that, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be petty.
What are you like gonna fill up this with?
he's
Like,
gonna
Oh,
he's
oh,
gonna
you're
put
not ready.
he's gonna put Far From Home.
I'm not putting Far From Home. I wouldn't do that. I'm not gonna pick some like slop. Not so. I'm not gonna pick a 4 star without a like movie that like shouldn't be on this list. But I'm gonna pick something that you guys aren't gonna be happy
I
about.
mean, because here's I'm gonna make him pick it because I'm not gonna let one of my top three from this decade is gonna miss. And if it's his fault that his a movie in his top four misses because he's
You
being
you
petty,
you
he can do
forced the
that.
greatest
I'm
movie ever
picking
down the
Social
top.
Network at three because it's a top three movie of the 2010s.
I didn't even.
okay,
I
Yeah.
forgot about that movie.
there are three movies. There
Well,
Put the
are
did you hear
social
what I
network
said,
down there.
Yoni?
Yeah.
Joseph and I know what the top
Well,
three
I just
should
picked. Did
be.
you hear?
What do you say?
I said The Social Network.
Oh yeah,
Oh my God, I just realized what Yoni's putting at one.
yeah,
Yeah. Yoni
absolutely I
can,
am.
yeah.
Absolutely I am.
I mean,
It's
there's low-key a clear top two. I would be fine with either of the
I'm
two.
so
I
serious.
mean,
I'm putting it at 2 just so it doesn't get to one. I'm not trolling.
you
I'm
could
picking
like
it.
you literally could do that.
I'm
Honestly, can
doing
I
that.
be
I can't
honest?
have it at one, but
Can I
let's
be
talk about the
honest?
social network.
If Yoni picked Social
That's
Network,
better than what other crime you're about to commit by filling it up with like Cars 2 or something.
I'm not
Because
doing
it's the
that.
second
well,
best movie, or if the first movie is at 2, that's still a tremendous win.
I'm gonna be honest.
Tremendous.
If Yoni picked Social Network at four, which would have been a good pick, I would have picked Spider-Verse because I would have rather had him pick what you'll either put at two or we'll put at one instead of having Spider-Verse at one. I don't know if you would have done that anyways, but I'm
I
putting
probably I would not be afraid to pull that trigger.
okay. So I Social Network at three. Yeah, I mean this is a perfect movie.
I need to rewatch it because I only have this at 4 stars with a like. I don't
This
know.
movie is genuinely a masterclass in acting, in directing, in the score. I think if
Editing.
you
It's the
in
fastest
editing,
2 hour
it
movie
is one of the
ever.
best well edited movies ever. I mean, the performances across the board. Obviously, everyone talks about Jesse Eisenberg as Mark Zuckerberg, but you also
I
obviously
thought
have
Andrew
Andrew
Garfield was
Garfield.
better.
Yeah, you can have that argument
Yeah, I
absolutely.
thought he
I
was.
think the even though Armie Hammer is like a weird guy in real life, I think he's great as the
Wait, can you click
Winklevoss
on it? I
twins.
don't really know who that is.
He's the Winklevoss twins.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He plays both. They're not actually twins. I think he's great as the twins. This movie just takes a concept like there's so many. This movie takes arguably the worst genre, which is biopic, in my opinion, and makes it an unbelievably compelling movie, interesting movie, funny movie. Like, it's just such a great movie. And to do what they did with this movie, given like the fact that they could have easily made a boring ass movie about Mark Zuckerberg. Like, I'm worried that The Social Reckoning is not going to be anywhere near as good as this,
I don't
unfortunately.
I have a hard time imagining that it will be
It
even
has
close.
Jeremy Strong, so it has a chance.
It's not directed by David Fincher,
I
though.
know, but it has Jeremy
I
Strong.
think it's directed by who's it
Aaron
direct? It's direct,
Sorkin.
It's directed by the person that was like the second to Fincher in this movie.
The
yeah, no,
writer, Aaron
he's the
Sorkin. But
writer.
Aaron
So
Sorkin has
there's
proven
some
himself
hope
to
there.
not be
Like
a
there's
great
some serious
director,
hope there.
unfortunately.
Also, just like we said about just like Adam said about Wolf of Wall Street, how it's the fastest 3 hour movie ever. This is the fastest 2 hour movie ever. It snaps. It is a blink of
Yeah.
an eye.
I need to rewatch this because I'll be honest, I watched this fully and like I remember, but I don't remember what's so special about this movie. Like it's great. It's like a 4.25, but I don't have it in my elite tier. I don't get what this rave is about, both of you having it this high. I just didn't think it did anything that well, like the way
I
you're
think there's
describing
so
it.
many. I think it does everything excellently, if not perfectly. I mean, I think one thing I said, I rewatched this again in January for like the
Yeah,
third
I'm gonna
time.
rewatch it, but
And I remember I texted Yoni
I
like,
rewatched this
again,
very recently also.
one thing I noticed is the score of this movie is just unbelievable. Like this is one of the most underrated scores ever as well, for example.
Agreed.
Like it gets the blood pumping, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, great pick. So I guess this will be interesting with the top two. I don't really know. I mean, do you want, obviously you want, like, I'm assuming the only thing that you haven't, like Parasite, right? That's your pick, or on Sundays, either one, like this list is great. At least the top 12 in particular. But go with what you want here. If you want to like be the guy that stops me from taking on Sundays at one, okay, it's number two. Like,
I'm just scared you wouldn't pick Parasite at one.
He would. I mean,
I
without
don't
swearing.
know. I don't know. Maybe I won't. We'll see.
Okay, there's 3 routes I could take this. I go and I stop on Sunday from being one. I just go the normal route, or I go my route.
In other words, he'd rather pick a movie he has at like a four than a movie in his top four, just
I
because
mean,
he wants
No,
to be
I have Parasite
atypical.
as my second favorite movie ever.
then why don't you just take that
Because
and
you guys screwed me in this list. You
How?
you moved Interstellar down to five, and it's my favorite movie ever. You
But
picked
it's a
all these
collaborative
movies that I
list.
despise. I didn't pick any movies you despise. You might not love Peabody, but I despise some of the
Wait, which ones do you
you veto
despise?
baited me with Arrival. Okay, you objectively
You
did.
no,
picked
I didn't.
Minions.
Minions is a great movie.
How is Minions the definition of veto
No,
bait?
it's not.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is, dude. What? You picked Minions and knew it would get vetoed instantly. With Arrival,
All
I
right, put
thought there was
Parasite
a
on the
chance
board.
it could
It's
go.
ridiculous that you're gonna have it one, that it's at
It's
one.
ridiculous that he has one of the best movies ever at one.
Not one
Yeah.
of the best movies ever. All right, so we're going to Parasite. I wanted to hijack this because you guys did screw me over, but I'm going with Parasite. This is my second favorite movie ever. Um, it it's just leaves you shocked. I've said that about a few movies. If it's going to be this high, it's going to leave you shocked. For me, at least, that's a huge part of what separates my five stars from each other. Um, but the social commentary, the visuals, the plot, how jarring a specific scene is, it still gives me like not actual nightmares, but like I can't rewatch it ever again. Um, yeah, everything.
So
This has been. I think it's the most logged movie on Letterboxd ever. I'm pretty sure it is. I think I saw that stat somewhere. So I don't think we have to talk too much
This is
about
a
it.
movie. This is a movie that you like cannot take your eyes off of. It is so entertaining and it is so like there's just something about it that is so captivating. It might be like one of the highest averages. The
It has the
movie
most five-star ratings, most five-star ratings ever.
I don't know about that,
It is.
but
No,
I think
no,
it does
it
because I think
does.
it is like the most logged.
It's the most logged ever. I saw a TikTok on it the other
no, I
day.
mean this deserves all the praise that it
I mean, just
gets.
you don't have to look at like go down for a second, Yoni. Look at like activity from friends. Everyone has it
Yeah.
at five or four and a half
Like
Yeah, it's
minimum
crazy.
4.5.
minimum.
It's
I mean
mental.
five is just yeah, no, this is a five
I
star
have a
movie.
friend that I forget who it is, but had it at three, and I texted them once I saw that. Like,
But okay, so yeah, we talked about Parasite a lot.
If you haven't seen Parasite, do not look up any spoilers. Just watch the movie. Go in
yeah.
blind. Don't even look up like what the plot is. It's trust me, it's good. It's entertaining. But
And I
like it
recommend the
really,
same with number one, even though I don't have it
yeah.
even on this
Yeah.
list, but I recommend the
And
same with number
He has
one.
minions over this movie, by the
Yes,
way,
I do.
which is like
Not over
genuinely
Parasite. Not
good.
over Parasite. Over the next movie.
Joseph and I have won this draft, the greatest movie
You
of
guys
the
screwed
I
me
got my
over.
top
2010s
three and I
You
got my
screwed me
top
on
over.
two
some
in my top
days,
two.
You
I
number
don't
screwed
know.
me over.
one. Take a
Parasite,
bow.
I'm fine either in this order. So
And I just want to say before we talk about on Sundays a little bit, my first off, from number 12, we went 12 for 12 on the movies that I wanted on this list. And this top four is my exact top four for my like personal 2010s ranking. Slightly different order, but Incendies is one, Parasite is two, and then I think I have Spider-Man 3, Social Network 4. So very, very good job to both of you. And Incendies, the best movie of the decade.
No. I'll
I'm
just
very
say
happy
this.
with this pick.
This is
It's
going to
definitely top
be.
two.
We're going to talk about this very gingerly because. Any? Do we want to do a spoiler and just end them?
Mm,
No, we should because let's do it.
I think we have in the
Yeah.
past. We've talked spoilers about it in the past. You
No,
just did a review on
I
it.
don't think,
no,
did
we
we?
haven't. No, we never.
Maybe. I don't know.
We
I
never.
don't think we
No.
ever did a spoiler one, but
Yeah, we
like
didn't do a spoiler one. Yeah, no, I remember we have not done a spoiler one on this.
I will say this
So we're gonna
again.
quickly go
If
spoiler
you're
free.
watching, or do you want to do spoiler free
Yeah, let's
first?
quickly go spoiler free, and then everyone else can turn off this, and we just want to talk about it, even if no one's gonna watch the spoiler version. But spoiler free, this is great commentary on war. We can all agree that it's pretty visually stunning, and my favorite part about this movie actually is the music. I don't know if it's a score or whatever you guys call it. It might be the other
My
one.
favorite part of this movie is definitely not the music, but I don't think
I
the
know.
music
No,
is
I know. I know.
that good.
I love it. I love it.
I just don't think I've seen a movie that's so well crafted from start to finish, where you have these pieces and you have these things that are set up, and then 2 hours, 10 minutes later, everything is answered. Like, this is spoiler free.
Yeah, we're going spoiler free for now.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think that this is such a well-crafted movie, and it's just gut-wrenching. Like it's just made so unbelievably well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joseph?
Don't watch this movie with your family, by the way, I would say.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm with
I
you.
just it's like it's I think it's the type of movie that like it's very I think I said this to Adam before. It covers very serious subject matters across the whole like different subject matters, but all of them very serious in this film. And it really just like Yuni said, it's gut-wrenching, it breaks your heart, but at the same time, it I don't think it leaves you with like a sense of hopelessness in my opinion. I think there are some aspects that you can look at it and like take away. I don't think it's one of those films about war that's just like
Like
leaves
All
you
Quiet on the
with
Western Front, where it just leaves you like
No, this is a much, much more
we're not
lasting
talking about that. We're not
about it.
talking about the Yoni. We are not talking about it
I'm
that way.
referring to, well, I think it's different because All Quiet on the Western Front is like very war
It's
focused, whereas
anti-war.
this movie has is also about family more so. But without getting spoilers, I think this movie is just like your emotions are just so up and down during this
Yeah.
movie, like more so than arguably any other movie in my opinion. And everyone is incredible, like all the performances. I think that goes kind of under the radar, but I think the actress, I believe her name is Lubna as
I have a
Azabal,
few issues with some of them, but
who plays the main character basically. I think she's unbelievable in this movie and it's very underrated because people talk about the movie as a whole, but less so like the performances. But I think the
yeah.
performances are great. And
All right. So, everyone that has not watched On Sunday, thank you so much for tuning in. This was a great episode. The list is not how I would have wanted it. They screwed me over a bit, but I
how
gotta
did we
accept
screw you
that.
over by vetoing
Lots
Minions?
of screwed over things. But thank you all for watching. Stay tuned if you have watched on Sunday. And yeah, we're gonna get into spoilers now. And this is really our first on Sunday with spoilers review on this channel. So everyone knows, hopefully you've tuned out by now. Everyone knows the twist of this movie, and we can just quickly say it, is that the torturer and the main character, mom, and then you also follow the twins, is the mom's son and the father of the kids. So it's an absolutely gut-wrenching twist. But I thought about this movie for a bit, and obviously I'll let you guys talk about it in depth because you guys have this as like the greatest movie of the decade. The more I thought about it, the more I realized this was not a crazy pull from me. I think this is a bit too predictable. Just let me give my reasoning. I know,
Like the
no, you can go
least
like that.
predictable twist
No, you can
ever.
go like that. You can have that opinion. Let me just give my reasoning why. Um, so I'm not a person that guesses twists at all. And hopefully you've also watched some other ones because we were just gonna say some stuff. I never guessed the Shutter Island twist. A lot
Like
of
that
people
twist
say
is
they
so
guessed
much more
it.
predictable, dude.
I know, no, everyone says that. Everyone also like you can list more twists like right now if you want. But I can almost guarantee you, I've never predicted a plot twist. And I realized the reason why I predicted this because of the scene of this kid right here. That's the reason I predicted it. The reason why is because everyone, like, you didn't realize at the time when you saw it that this happened to be the kid and also eventually the torturer and also eventually the father. But the fact that when I was thinking through this movie, and then it eventually got to the part where she had the kid and he was sent away. I'm like, why are they so focused on that kid at the beginning? He has to be a big part of the movie. Like, why was there? I thought they were going to go into more about this guy. So that was my original thought. And then they bring the torture in, and I'm like, this is so the kid from the beginning. This is so the one. I think that this scene in the beginning is what made it too predictable. I really thought about it. It focuses too much on him.
But
And
the thing is, you know
it's like
he's
a
an
three
important
minute long
character
scene
anyway.
zooming in on him.
But but you know he's supposed to be. Everyone knows that he is the son of Noel Marwan, and that he is
Correct.
their. They think he's their
But why
brother.
would they
Of
focus
course,
so much on
because
him
he's their
if
brother. We know that they're going looking for their
but why
brother the
would
whole
it
time.
matter? Why would it
Because
matter
he's
that
their
he's their
brother. That's
brother?
half the movie is them looking for their
I'm
brother
sorry,
and their
but this
father.
movie was too predictable. It
I
was.
think okay, I think that if you actually got this, like if you actually got
Yeah,
the
I
twist,
agree.
and it sounds like you did, I'm gonna believe you. That is a generational pull. Like when I finished this movie and I got the plot twist, I like didn't know what to do with myself. I was like in complete shock. If you actually got this, just credit to you. But you can't just go around because like everyone you hear like like Joseph and I have like we've watched a lot of movies also, and we've watched a lot of movies with plot twists, and we didn't get this. So like maybe you
Do
just
you
got this
think
one and we didn't like. But just because you got it doesn't mean it's predictable.
It's
like do
just
you think
but
that
they
like if
focused on the torturer's face. Think about it. They
there's
stayed on
like a
his face
star
for a solid like 5, 10 seconds for no reason.
because it's also
I
showing the face of a man who's a torturer and
Well,
just
correct,
brutally
but
raped
but
a
but
woman.
but the whole point is why was it just like stuck on his face for a solid like 10
Because
seconds?
to see like the emotional reaction of someone who's just committed like a horrible crime, I don't think that's like for that crazy. I also think like I don't. I think you would find it unfair if I said I kind of I said this. I've said this before. I kind of predicted Shutter Island a little. Like I didn't get fully accurate, but I kind of
But there are
predicted
clues
part
in
of it.
Shutter Island. That's the thing. There are clues. So if you picked up on those clues, it's an insane pull, and I would have never. But when I rewatched the movie, I'm like, okay, there, and
But does that
everyone
make
knows.
Shutter Island a worse movie, or is it just that maybe
It
I missed
doesn't.
out a little bit
In my
because?
opinion, plot twist movies all depend on whether you predict. If you predict a plot twist, it can like if
But
I predicted Shutter
but
Island's plot twist, I wouldn't have it at a 5 star.
simplifying this movie down to a plot twist movie is, I think, inherently like why we just disagree. Because this movie
Okay.
is so much more than this movie would be a 5 star without the plot twist.
No, not even close. And that's where we disagree. This movie was too slow. It was.
This movie is not
No,
slow.
and I know you were going to respond by that, but when I was watching this movie, I'm like, when I was watching it after the it showed the torture and I predicted it, I'm like, that's the father of the twins. When I said that to myself, I'm like, okay, I hope something's different because this has just been dragging for a bit. Like it's just too much cat and mouse. It's too much searching for me.
it's slower. It is not too slow.
I'm sorry. I still have it at a 4 star without the like. I still think it's a good movie, and I think the commentary is great. It's stunning, and the music's great. But for me, it just didn't have enough to be great without the
So
plot twist.
let me just be clear. So you because you just said I don't want to put words in your mouth. You just said when you they showed the torturer's face, you thought he was the father of the twins. You didn't say that you thought the father and the brother were the same person.
Sorry. Well, that would be that would that's the same thing.
No,
What do you mean?
no, it's not the same thing. Him being the father does not make him the brother because at the time you don't know he's the brother.
I also I knew that would sorry I didn't know he was the father of the twin. I'll explain what happened when I saw the torturer's face. I'm like, that's the kid that's been long lost and they can't find and that the twins are searching for, and that's the kid that she had born and was stripped away from her. And I'm like, that's so him, right? So I'm like, that's definitely your kid. And then when she we don't have to say the word, but when he abused her, then that made me think, okay, that means he's also the father. Because when I saw his face, I was like, okay, that's the
And
son.
then that
And then
and
when I
then
realized what he
obviously
did to the mother, then I realized a second later that would also make him the father. So I realized the son part like a few seconds before, and then I thought through it, and I'm like, okay, he just like he just abused her, and yeah. So again, I'm not saying like this is like the crazy. I think that it didn't do enough outside of the
I
plot
think
twist
you're
for me.
underselling the rest of the movie because I think
I don't
everything
think
else
I
in this
am.
movie is mass. I think you completely are.
I don't think I am. But again, this is just opinion. I'm not going to hate on you saying it's great because I could totally see why someone would have this as the number one of the decade.
Can I ask what do you think? Okay, let's take a disregard the plot twist for a second. What's your like what is your takeaway from the rest of this movie?
Well, no, my takeaway still is from the plot twist. My
What
takeaway
is your
still comes.
takeaway from the rest of the
No,
movie
my
outside of the
takeaway still
plot
comes
twist?
from the plot twist of the movie, and that's that war in general causes heinous situations, and the situation happened to be that was the takeaway I got from the movie. I could still take away stuff from the
I
plot
feel
twist,
like
even
that's
though
just
I
really
guessed it.
oversimplifying what
No,
this
that
movie is
war
trying to
causes
say.
heinous
I
situations.
think that's really oversimplifying what
That's
this
not
movie
at
is about.
all.
Yes, it is, but
No,
it's you can have your opinion. It's fine.
how is that
But
oversimplifying? Yeah, I'll let you
is
guys
this
talk about it now because I know I have the hot take about it, but you guys can talk about why you guys think it's 5 stars.
I mean, I think we Yoni kind of did. I mean, I agree
Yeah,
with what Yoni said. I mean, I think part of it, like obviously the plot twist is, in my opinion, like the best plot twist ever. But I also think, like I said, outside of the plot twist, I think this is also a 5 star movie with
you're
the
lying to
way.
yourself if you say that. This was not a 5. You're telling me
Yes, it was.
you thought in your head at least a little bit that
I
this had
try
a
not
chance of
to,
being a
but
5. I know you
it was
probably try
probably
not to.
bordering 4.5 and 5. Yeah.
I
You know,
see.
I think it's a little bit hard to say, like knowing without
Yeah,
the
that's
plot twist
fair.
what
That's
I
fair.
think about it, but like it would definitely be 4, 5 or higher, probably maybe a 5. So I don't know. Definitely in the conversation.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, the plot twist kind of ties everything together. So like without it, the movie doesn't
That's what
exist.
I mean. It just kind of felt like a letdown to me
But
because I
like
guess
that's not. I guess I know what you mean because he predicted it, so it kind of felt like a letdown. But I don't know. I think that's more of like a crazy prediction. I watched this with a friend, and he seriously thought the same thing as me. Like after I watched this movie, I'm like, this is
You
the best
watched
movie.
this with a
I've,
friend?
yeah, I'm like,
That's
this is the
great.
best. I watched it in Israel. I'm like, this is the best movie I've seen in my life, and we both shared that opinion. Like, there are not a lot of movies that make me feel this way after. But let's take a look at the list, and I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. I think that we were gonna have some picks that, you
I think
know,
there's a massive polar bear in Arlington
There
at
are a
number
lot of
20.
polar bears. Inside Llewyn Davis should be nowhere near this list. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
You haven't
nowhere
seen
near this
either of those
list.
movies. I'm commenting
Nowhere
on a
near
movie I've
this
seen.
list. Nowhere
no,
near.
you can't say that because you haven't seen
I
them.
I've
absolutely
seen
can't
that
go
movie and it's
unchanged.
not.
Nowhere near this list.
I've okay, you can say that, but that's kind of a crazy take. I've seen every movie on this list.
Cool.
I believe, have I seen every single one too? I think so. Yeah.
Um, so I'm pretty happy with it. I know that you guys, or I guess Adam really likes Paddington. I think Peabody and Sherman is a crime to be here, but especially
I
this
mean,
top 12
would
and
Mr.
really
Peabody
this
and
top
Sherman make a
30.
top 30 animated movies of the
It's
2010
the
list?
number one animated movie ever.
No.
Jesus, dude. Like,
And
no.
this top 13 and specifically, I know I was talking about that 12 for 12, but
Single
this
at the
top
Revenant's
13 and
mental.
specifically up till this point, and really up to this point from 16, besides the Revenant, every single pick I wanted was there. So I'm really, really happy with this list. And I think it was like, I think the way that we went about this was really good. Like it was a good
Yeah,
format.
we
I
need to
think,
do this with the 2000s.
yeah, that'll be our
You know
next
what I
episode.
should have done?
What?
I,
Yeah.
I should have I should have I should have saved Phantom Thread till the top 10. I just thought that I had more stuff, but I would have looking back, I would have saved it for the top 10.
For me, my biggest regret is I had to use both my vetoes, by the way. Arrival couldn't be near this list, and Interstellar simply couldn't be that low. But my biggest regret isn't about vetoes. It's I used Shutter Island too early.
Hmm, I see. I
My
mean, let us know what you guys think. Would you have liked it better if you had Minions on this list?
Would you have
Which
liked it
is
better if Slop Arrival was on this list?
if a
Let us
great movie
know.
was on this
Let
list,
us know.
Arrival. Okay.
Um, but once again, thanks for watching. Comment below what you think of the list. If you think this is a good video, let us hear your thoughts and opinions. And I think next video or in the next couple of videos, we'll do the same thing except 2000s. We'll go through the decades. And yeah, thanks so much for watching.